Oh,
cracks the
shit.
code and she breaks the spell. Detective Moon, the man whispers from the cell. Watch the bodies hit the floor. You know she's always leaving you wanting more. You can't hide from her too soon. Here comes Detective Legacy Moon. Legacy Moon.
Ain't that a badass intro? Oh my gosh. That is a badass intro, if I must say so myself. How about you, Native? What do you say?
That boy good.
That boy
That
is
boy
good.
good. Boy, I tell you, that boy is good out here. It seemed to me like I don't know, 2026. That boy might be doing some things. I don't know, Legacy Law.
I know he is. I know he will be. I listen to my intro and my outro, and I'll be waiting for Chief Gillespie, Bubba, and Detective Gibbs. What is it? Call me Mr. Tibbs. What's
My
his
name is
name?
Detective Tibbs.
Okay, Detective Tibbs, Parker. I just want Jameson. I'm just be ready for all of them to come out and solve some crimes with me when I hear my intro and my outro. Okay, I sure do. Oh, y'all, we are here to bring it in. We are going to bring in 2026 with you. I don't know if this will be the last time we bring a new year in because, as you know, last year we were at Native's house bringing the new year in and I fell, which I won't be doing that this year. But, Native is about to blow up. So, I don't know if he'll have time for me in 2026.
I ain't gonna
So,
lie. I ain't gonna lie, Legacy Moon. I'm gonna be acting funny. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be completely real with you. Like I don't want you to be under no illusion. I'm be acting real funny. Okay, y'all gonna be like native didn't change. Yep, sure did. Uh huh.
Yeah,
Sure
yeah,
did.
bro.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But nah, it's going to be a good. This 2025 has had a lot of challenges, but 2026 is going to be better. I think we got some decent roadmaps mapped out in front of us for everything that we're doing, and I think it's going to be good. So y'all, look. I mean, look. Support your content creators, okay? Support us.
Mhm.
We love y'all. Support
Right,
us. We doing some
right.
other things now. If you see us out here with stuff that don't have nothing to do with Ernesto Williams, they say he nasty. Who is they? A grand jury. If you see us out here doing something that don't involve Nestor or Sonya, we still need y'all to come and support us. That's all I ask. Just support your people. We doing things. We doing some other entertaining things. Okay, we are.
Yes,
I
yes,
promise.
we
I promise
are.
you. I promise you're gonna love it.
And of course, you guys know my goal in 2026 is to get beyond 3,000 as well as increase the membership. And you guys have been doing that these last few days. And well, this last week, 2 weeks. So I really appreciate it. And I hope that we can keep that going. But I am happy to be here on this New Year's Eve with my good friend Native Tribe Urban Media. Like I said, this might be our this might be our last because he's gonna get brand new on me.
I'm brand new on
He gonna
everybody.
be acting funny. I'm a wave at him and he gonna cross the street. Like, do I know you? So
Man, I'm across to the other moon. I'm gonna be
he,
on. I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna go to the other moon. I'm be acting real bad. Boy, y'all gonna be like, look at this boy right here. Should have never
yes,
gave you niggas money.
stunting and stunting and stunting. Now this is not after dark. We will be doing well. I'll be doing that on Friday. I don't know what Native doing, but I'm doing after dark on Friday. However, this is not. Legacy Moon True Crime and Mysteries. This is bringing in 2026 with your friends, Native Tribe, Urban Media, and Legacy Moon True Crime and Mysteries. That's what this is here on today. Okay, everybody. I have a super chat, I think. Let me see. Where's my comments at? I have a super. I thought I had. What do I have? I have one Legacy Moon True Crime and Mysteries membership. Okay, and it has been gifted by Nikki G. And let's see who got gifted. SC Travelin has been gifted one Legacy Moon True Crime and Mysteries membership. Drop your new emojis in the chat. And y'all, please welcome SC Traveling as a new Legacy Moon True Crime and Mysteries member. All right. Thank you so much, Nikki G, and thank you for supporting. Let me speak before, since it's the last time I'm gonna speak to y'all in 2025. Let me speak. Um, we've got Bible Lady here, Leo Lady, Aunt Natty, Justin's mom, Southside Shy Town, Beverly Pierce, Wendy Shy, Shirley testified. Finally, allegedly, Ray Della Lewis, just Nikki to you. It's too complicated. Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame. Snoopalicious is here. Miss Niecy. Jane. Oh man, I hate when that happens. Who else we got? SC Traveling in the place to be. Diva 314, the woman he chose. Major's wife, Nikki G. Got Diva 314. Why are the dogs barking? Oh, fireworks. Aunt Natty in the building. Let me see. I had got all messed up. Woo Wop is here. Woo Wop, where you been? Jane is here. I've been looking for you, Woo Wop. No more ponytail, sweet peasy. Attitude and Tylenol, Rossi. Gigi creates Rasta and Zion says Happy New Year, Legacy Moon and Native Tribe family shalom. I was looking forward to reading the last patois message from you, Roster and Zion, in the chat. Jay Vickers is here. Miss Mad about music here. All right. Let me see. Tracy. All right. Granny the Great. Am I missing anybody native? I'm trying to, because I had messed up. Hey, Say J. Leela, not Layla. Black but not bitter is here. I think I got Justin's mom, Shark Tank Life. Granny the Great. I got Pen Pal 50. Leo Lady. Did I miss anybody native?
Sanders are in.
Where? Sanders are in. Sanders RN, what's up? How are you? I'm so glad that you are bringing in the new year with us. Yeah, because I my thing jumped, so I'm kind of like all messed up now. So let me know if I miss anything. Thirsty
You got
Rabbit, go ahead.
now I was just gonna say you got a super chat and you got a member milestone. I think you got a couple
Okay,
members.
I see. Okay, Leo Lady has been a member for, good grief, 15 months.
Mm,
She been with me about as long as I done had a channel and been able to
mm,
get memberships. Come
mm.
on, Leo Lady. Shout out to Leo Lady for supporting the platform for 15 months. And she says, Happy New Year's to my top one and two. Well, Happy New Year's to you too, Leo Lady. I gotta hide you every time I put something up because it doesn't show. You be the only thing on the screen with my scenery, native.
Oh, sorry. I just want to say, like, you know, um, the people that are You know, let me tell y'all what's really surreal is when you start a YouTube channel and then you realize that there are a lot of, like, I mean, it's like literally got to be close to billions of YouTube channels out here. And, you know, to be in anybody's top five when there are so many other things that you could be watching. Like, there are so many other channels, so many other content creators, to be in someone's top five, and not to mention number one or number two. Like, some of y'all, you know, sent me like, y'all watch Native Tribe more than anything else on YouTube. That is crazy to me, but and it's humbling, and it's amazing, and you know, I'm always just thrown off by that. So when you say you're number one and two, I'm just like, wow, like that's crazy. That is crazy to me. But thank you, I
It
appreciate
is
that.
surreal. It is surreal. Sanders RN is okay. I see her now. She's in the bushes and on tonight. I think she might be. Shh, she might be working. Okay. JD, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. JD says Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too, JD. Let me see. Attitude in Tylenol has been a member for 12 months. She said, It's my it's my mooniversary. I joined after you failed. I'm glad my fall has been able to get, y'all know I tried to soundbite that, but I was listening to it. I waited too late last night, fell asleep, and then forgot about it because I was going to play that after my intro of me falling.
That shit
Native
was
going,
traumatic.
Legacy Moon.
That shit was traumatic as hell. That shit was traumatic. Yo, I don't want to go through that no more. I don't want to relive that. That was, I don't know what the hell to do.
So I tried to, but I didn't get to it. But I really wanted to do that. Don't ask me why I wanted to relive that. But thank you for the member milestone attitude and Tylenol, and thank you for supporting. Ooh, child. Okay, I see that we have Blue Sapphire here. We've got um, hmm, Blue Sapphire. I think D Dub is here. Honey, say that. What up, doe? Now, sound check Annette. Hey, let's talk about it all. Boo Ari Vibes is here. I'm gonna stop calling out names because I don't want to miss anybody and offend anybody because y'all coming on in. Muffin 218, what's up? Okay. Aunt Natty says Native U, Legacy, and V are my dream team.
That's cool. That's
Hey,
cool.
the Duchess.
That's cool. I ain't
Yeah.
never been on nobody's
Hey,
dream team before. That's dope. That's dope. Let's make it happen in 2026 because you know, I think everybody needs a dream team, right?
yeah. Yeah, I need a dream first, but I think is this Barbarossa? I don't want to because it and the woman he chose is here. All right. I'm stop. I'm stop. I'm stop. All right. I think I see. Hey, Reef and Muff's mom. Coffee is brewing. Um, Kayla K. All right. Hey, let's talk about it. All set my dream team too. Hey, that girl. And when 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 you have people who are subscribed to you, and hey, SD Martinique, and you don't see them for a while, you kind I mean, for me, I'll say I kind of get concerned. I'll be like, well, where is such and such? I know some people can't always be in the chat, and I know they watch the replay. They always leave a message saying they're on the replay, but it's just some people who I don't see, and then I'm like, well, where is so and so? Where they been? So you get used to seeing people, um, in the chat and being chatty and everything. And so when you guys are not here, I do notice it. And if I'm able to reach out, I do reach out. And speaking of, I know that for this year, I want to thank everybody who was very patient with me, and all of just the messages and the overflowing of love I got at the sickness and passing of my nephew. And I am sure Native, feels the same way because he went through some things too this year. So I know I can speak for him on that. And I know he's very grateful too. Or am I wrong, Native? Because I know I'm not.
No, it was an outpour, more than what uh, more than what y'all realize. It was a lot. It was a lot to process, and then it was a lot of uncertainty about different stuff, and then there you all were. It was just like between just Cash App and the GoFundMe and people just turning my channel on and letting it play, Baba Lady. Uh, everybody that just helped me to get through that really, really, really rough spot, and it was overwhelming. To go through something and then you turn around and look and there's your community right there supporting and loving on you and calling and texting and sending Instagram messages and checking on me and everything. It was that was something else. And y'all showed out for me. So I will honestly say that I'm forever grateful for all of you all. And I can't thank you all enough.
Right. Right. Just goes without saying. Whew, y'all, we are going to do some things on here tonight because I had last year we bought the new year in doing Sonya. Okay. And we were, that's what, I was going to do. I was like, we might as well, do another year, Sonya. But at the same time, she is really messing with my digestive system. Okay. I can't stand her. And speaking of which, first of all, before I forget, I just got a Cash App. Thank you so much. I don't call out the Cash Apps because, a lot of them are in government names. So thank you for the Cash App I just received. I really appreciate that. So there has been a Sonya sighting. All right. Let me tell Native, were you aware?
Man, if she don't go ahead and cut that shit off her head and just be bald like me, I don't know. I don't. Yeah, she need to stop.
So I take it you did see it.
Girl, stop.
Girl, stop.
What the fuck? What the fuck is she doing? Like, you mean to tell me that this heifer walks by a mirror and is like, okay, I'm good. You mean to tell me that she looks at herself in the mirror and is like, yeah, nah, this will work. This is gonna work right here. And all I got to do is just pull this little piece up from the back, and then kind of like flick it over here to the side, and then I'm just going. You know what I mean? What the hell?
Well, let me say this. First of all, when I saw it, I was like, "What?" Okay, I don't know which was worse. That hairstyle like that, okay, or the fact that I'm a fat mouse went and had the video. This is a 4 minute and 20-second video, and I'm a fat mouse was in the restaurant, and they was talking and filming, and then she realized, oh, there's music in the background. So for about 3 minutes and 45 seconds, we set up and watched nothing but her lips move and Sonya's lips move. Why? Because those idiots, she put it on mute. And I was like, this lady is dumb. And then I guess they did something on
Hmm.
members. So I don't know. Aunt Natty
Can we
said her hair is one ply tissue paper thin.
Can we just leave dumb shit in 2025, y'all? I'm so sick of dumb people. Like, you know what I mean? Like dummies that don't know how to do nothing, dummies that don't know how to talk, can't pronounce words, don't put the S at the end of words, all this other dumb shit. People that sit up and talk about Ben Crump, talk like he ain't he's like he's not smart. Ben Crump, the real lawyer. getting criticism from Sonia Waller Durham Jackson III, the fake ass lawyer. Can we
Right.
just leave that shit in
Right.
2025?
Exactly.
Oh my God. Who, you
Yeah.
know what? Listen, I'm gonna say this, okay? You can watch whoever you want to watch. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? You can support
Yeah.
whoever you want to support. If you like going over there and looking at Sylvia, have at it. But all I'm saying is that the rest of us, the rest of us, well, can we leave this shit in 2025? Like, what are we
Okay.
talking about? What are we
Yeah.
talking about?
Exactly.
Listen, we are at a crisis point, y'all. We are at a point where there is an idiot in the White House who happens to be racist at the same time, right?
Uh-huh.
And dropping bombs on Nigerian villages that have no terrorists in them. This man is a menace,
Because he
and
wants their minerals.
right, but he's a menace, right? And we are at a point where we, as the collective black folks over here, okay, we gotta kind of come together, and we gotta leave these dummies where they are. These conspiracy theorists, these R. Kelly supporters, these people that mean no good to other black people because they support people that prey on black people. We need to leave them to fucking 2025. Stop
Right.
trying to rehabilitate them. Stop trying to make them better. Stop trying to understand them. Leave they asses where they are. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
Because right now we are literally in an all hands on deck situation because of the way that our government is working right now. We ain't got time for this shit. We ain't got time
Right.
for motherfuckers that believe in every conspiracy theory that comes on the god doggone internet. We ain't got time for this shit. So I just think we need to lead these motherfuckers. Uh, we should lead these motherfuckers in 2025. I'm just saying.
Right.
I can't do it. I can't do it in 2020. I refuse to do it in 2026.
Right. I mean, and somebody had put in the chat, oh, we want to see or something. I wish I would show something on that heifer's channel, excuse me, that bitch's channel, on my, regular broadcast now. And members, can we look at the first, what, minute and 20 seconds? Sure. But out here like this, no, we ain't doing it. That woman will get nothing, for no free advertisement for me, even though it wouldn't be advertisement because I'd still be ripping her a new one. But no, not at all. So native, uh,
Mm.
let me see.
Huh?
I want to go back to this hairstyle. Please describe it.
First of all, it's a ball style. All right. Can we stop using hair? Can we stop using hair to describe anything that has to do with this heifer at all? It's a ball style. Okay. If I came out the house, all right, y'all see my little avatar up here, right? If I came out the house with some bullshit pasted to my head, would y'all call it a hairstyle? Hell no. You'd be like, what's that ball style this nigga got? No, she got a ball style. Okay. That's what she got. And we got to stop associating hair with her. Okay, we do. We do. Ms. Mad About Music, we just have to stop it. All right. Listen, I'm telling y'all right now, came out here on New Year's Eve so that way we could establish some new boundaries, some new guidelines,
Not new
some new
boundaries.
things moving, things moving forward. And we got to stop associating hair with this heifer because hair is not associated with this heifer. Okay, not at all,
Heifer.
not one little bit. Okay, so no, we got to stop this. We got to stop this. Lord have mercy. Lord have
Okay,
mercy.
but can I just say that was not a description? I said describe, man, describe
Yeah, you
for the
you display.
people.
You said, but I wanted to establish. No, 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 no. Legacy Moon, it's very important that we establish what we talking about. Words matter. Okay, you said describe her hairstyle. Let's stop doing that. Okay, let's stop doing that. Let's describe the shit that's happening on her bald head. Okay, that's not a
Okay.
hairstyle. Okay, that's all I'm saying. All right, now. If you want me to describe that shit, it looked like a half-eaten salad. Okay. If you ever see somebody that halfway eat a salad and there's maybe a cranberry over here, and there's maybe some lettuce that's over here, and maybe over here you got some ranch dressing that kind of, made its way onto the side of the bowl, and then over here a mushroom, and then over here part of a tomato. That's what the fuck her hair looked like. It looked like a half-eaten hair salad. There was some bowl showing. Okay, you had a little bit of lettuce showing, maybe some kale was in there, but it was just a half-eaten ass salad. And she needs to stop coming out looking like that. And she needs to stop hanging around people that don't tell her to take her ass back in the house, that will not drive her to a hair store so that she can get some Yaki number 5 and correct some of this shit that's happening at the top of her bald ass head. That's what I would describe it as, okay? She needs to stop. She
Well,
needs to stop.
okay. People are asking for a visual, and it just occurred to me that I do know where there I can get a visual, so I will pull that up for you because it just I just yeah. So I'll get you a visual. Let me see here. Let me go. Let me switch screens, and I will get you y'all's visual because I like I said I know where to find one. All right. Oh, let me add native over here. There you are. Look
Why
at
Jay
that.
Vickers described it as a bald Caesar fade in a ponytail. Jesus.
Let me
Oh my goodness.
see. Where is this where I saw it? All right, y'all. I'm gonna pull it up so y'all can see. I'll at least do that part because I know where to find it. I know where to find it where I don't have to go over to that bitch's channel. Okay.
Michi 3, let me just tell you, I'm well traveled, okay? That is what I will say about that. I am well traveled, okay? I done seen some things. I done been some places, okay? That's all I'm gonna tell you, all right?
I've been so many places in my life and time. Anyone hear that? You were supposed to sing it with me, Native. Gosh.
I didn't know
All
you were
right.
saying.
We were in love, and I was singing this song for you. Somebody had put this on their community wall. Um, all right. So y'all, Nyla over there. So there's y'all visual, okay? Y'all got a visual now. Y'all know what it looks like. All right, I know I've asked this question before and I'm going to ask it again. Who okay, let me say this. Who wins? Or no, who's is worse? Him? No, not him. I'm sorry. Jermaine Jackson or her? Y'all tell me.
I mean, Jermaine Jackson got money, okay? Jermaine Jackson got money. Jermaine Jackson still got some I want you back money. Okay, Jermaine Jackson still eating off some ABC money. All right. This nigga is still eating off some do what you do when you did what you did to me. This nigga got some let's get serious. Let's get serious. Let's get serious and fall in love. He still got some of that money coming in. So Jermaine Jackson is going to win, in this situation. Now, here's the thing. Jermaine Jackson got fucked up hair, but Jermaine Jackson got some hair. Okay. All right. Look at this shit we looking at right now. Huh? Huh? She looked like she
Yeah,
needed
and
to
I
be on
mean,
She looked
it,
like she
it,
needed to be on the cover of Thin Paper magazine, okay, as the spokesperson. What is happening
so
behind her ear? Why is that? Did somebody take some clippers and go behind her ear? Look behind her ear, Legacy Moon. What are we talking about right now?
I can't get to the ear because I'm still up here in the forehead area where the forehead and like all the way around. I'm still there.
Well,
So no, I can't.
why did a tall glass of wine change her damn picture to this? Tall glass of wine, what you doing? Tall glass of wine, what are you doing?
No.
Tall glass of wine, what are you doing? You thought we wasn't gonna see that? And tall glass of wine, I'm trying to figure out how you did it so damn fast, okay?
Okay, can we? This is the definition of low ignorant. Okay,
Listen,
or is it
listen.
genius? Huh?
Listen. I'm just saying, like, and then had nerve to have a sideburn. Had nerve to have a sideburn, Legacy Moon.
Is that sideburn or baby hair? I can't. I never know. You know how I hate
Man,
them baby
that's a damn sideburn.
hairs. Ah, yes, but I can't get to that back behind the ear because I'm still from the forehead on around. I can't. This is awful. Let me do these super chats before I forget. And I hope I didn't miss a member milestone. We've got JD's. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for the super chat. JD says, Happy New Year. I did that one. Oh, here's what I wanted. Monica Corbin. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate this. Thank you for the super chat. She says, Blessed to be here, bringing in the new year with Legacy and Native. And I am so glad that you are here with us. Thank you so much, Monica Corbin, for the super chat. Here we go. The Duchess has become a Legacy Moon True Crime and Mysteries member. Drop your new emojis in the chat. And y'all welcome the Duchess as a new member. All right. Also, I don't know why my comments, I gotta fix my comments. I don't stuff is covering up stuff. Okay, and then we've got, let me see here. I got the Duchess. We've got a super chat from Attitude and Tylenol. I think I lost it before I could heart it. And I think I lost Monica Corbin's too. And can I just say this? Y'all, YouTube has, I don't know, the last time they did this experiment with these handles, it lasted a month and a half or two and they changed it back. It's not being changed back. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if this is a new practice, but y'all, I really get nervous when y'all have y'all's government names in there. So that's all I'm gonna say. I just really wish y'all would consider changing your names if it's possible. So, Attitude and Tylenol, thank you for the super chat. She says, Fun fact, when my Nana told me she wanted her hair like, oh my God. When my Nana told me she wanted her hair like Jermaine's, I immediately took her to the doctor to make sure that wasn't the beginning of dementia. It's not. It's not. She's just a little tacky sometimes. Thank you so much for the super chat.
I'm
To
trying to
Tyler.
understand. I'm trying to understand where you gonna take Nana to get that shit from. Like you have to take Nana to three different people to get her hair like Jermaine Jackson. Like you have to take her to a lock specialist, somebody that do Jerry curls, a barber. Um, you would have to take her to a beauty salon for white people. You'd have to take her to a regular salon for black people. Like, and there's four different places Nana would have to go to get her hair to look like Jermaine's. And then to maintain it, you'd have to buy a Costco size container of Vaseline. Like, there's no other way to
Wait.
maintain your hair. This is not.
Poor Nana. Leave Nana alone. No, she think that's stylish. That's so cute.
I mean, listen, look. She wouldn't think it was cute when she had to go see all them people. When she had to go see and make all them appointments because the lock specialist got to do one dreadlock in the back, and then the barber got to shape that shit up to look like Count Chocula in the front, and then you got to go see you got to go to the white people salon to go get that shit done at the sides. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot. That's a lot of work to look like Jermaine Jackson. That is. That's a lot of
Don't
work.
don't forget she's gonna have to go to the Jerry Curl people.
Yeah, she
There's
got to go. First, you got to find Jerry Curl people, right, in 2025 and 2026. You know what I'm saying? You got to find some people that still do Jerry Curls, and it's just a lot. So Nana, no, don't do it, Nana. Don't do it. Mm-mm.
Now, Shirley testified finally. I hope she's okay. I don't know if she's still on here. She got to take her grandson to church. She said she was gonna fuck some people up. So y'all pray for her. Let us know if we need to collect bond money.
Uh oh.
Right.
Uh oh.
I just got to cash apps, two cash apps back to back. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So let me get this off the screen before we get before I scare y'all too bad.
You
Okay.
about to get demonetized. You keep, you keep that shit up there, you're gonna get demonetized. YouTube gonna be like, this is against every policy, all the policies,
All of them,
all
every
the
last one of
shit.
them. Well, y'all, we have done some over here last week. If y'all don't know, or this week, I think I started on Sunday and ended on Tuesday. I covered the Susan Lawrence, um the just I went over the story from the beginning, and then we watched her two interrogations, and then I did the phone call. So if you guys have not seen that, please make sure you check that out. Meanwhile, Native's got some things to say about that, and we're going to talk about that for a bit. But before we do that, I want to do something else. Okay. Uh, ooh, that was just, like, she has to get up in the morning and put gel on there. Do you get what I'm saying on her hair? And like slick it down like that. Like, I don't understand. I'm confused. But anyhow, I was talking about Sonya, y'all. This is a story. Well, no, let me play this news story, and I can't remember where we're out of, but there is a news story on about a shopper who saw something. I think she's at Walmart, but I forget what state. So let's look and see what she found while she was shopping in the grocery store. All right, I want y'all to see this. It's very important that you know what's happening. Okay, here we go.
Food and rats are words most people do not want to hear in the same breath. A customer sent KPRC2 News cell phone video recorded inside a local Walmart in Humble. What the video appears to show is shoppers talking and questioning what's being sold in the produce aisle. KPRC2 News reporter Devin Clark is live near that Walmart with more on this story. Devin.
Keith, when you go shopping for produce, you're not really looking for any surprises, especially not the kind that crawls around. But take a look for yourself. We want to warn the viewers out there what you're
Oh, before they gave you a warning, and I want to warn y'all viewers, y'all about to see some things. Shirley testified finally, said no bond needed, church over. I didn't know what the sermon was about. I was in the car with Lamont while Kidney Punch Ken was getting his praise on. Well, okay. As long as we don't have to collect the bond money, I'm glad. So, Muffin 218, you said this is Texas. Okay. This ain't Texas.
about
Yeah,
to
you
see may
can't
be
hold
disturbing.
on.
Oh my God. Really? Wow.
This video shows what appear to be at least 2 rats on top of cucumbers along the fresh produce wall at the Walmart on North Sam Houston Parkway East. Look closely and you can see them moving beneath the shelf where the vegetables are stocked, right under a sign that reads Manager's Special.
I ate a cucumber last week.
Was it from Walmart?
What Native? Did you see this man laugh when she said I ate a cucumber last week? This man laughed. Did you see that?
Hmm. Hmm. He
Now
probably was
I
laughing. He probably was laughing at the fact that his barber got over on him last time he went up there. That's what he's still laughing at.
once
I'll be damned. I'll be damned if this bad fade getting motherfucker laugh at me. I'm just saying.
once again Native paying attention to the wrong things.
Shit. Whoever the fuck edged him up was paying attention to the wrong thing. Okay, that's what happened. I'm just saying.
I'm beginning to understand why Native shops at the farmers market. Oh my gosh, Major's wife said throw the whole store away. Monica says, OMG, my sister lives near there. I know exactly where that is. And Prima Wander said, the hell? Manager special, y'all.
Yeah.
From this Walmart?
Yes.
The customer who recorded the video wasn't available to speak today, but tells KPRC2 News they were disgusted and immediately went to speak with store management. Brooklyn Bates, whose family owns a food truck in the area, is glad they did.
I go shopping there.
She says seeing the video made her think twice about going back.
That really just is shocking me. Being clean is the #1 priority.
First of all, okay. The woman he chose says, I'm sorry, but I never buy cucumbers that are not already wrapped. And I never buy produce from Walmart, Publix, and Farmers Market is my go-to. It might start being my go-to. Black but not bitter said that's why I avoid eating fresh veggies. That's why. Okay. Hey Native, real said, but his hair still looks better than Sonya's.
I mean, barely. I mean, like we setting the bar really, really low. Okay, this is a very low bar. Okay, when we talk about Sonya's hair versus anybody else's hair. Okay, I'm just saying.
Boys Nana said he has a bald spot in the back and allegedly said that man's hair is a
Yeah,
y'all.
and I hope like hell he ain't laughing at somebody else on camera. Okay,
Y'all are like being like Native, paying attention to the wrong things, okay?
it's the right
Stop
thing.
it.
It's the right thing.
Her mother, who asked not to be identified, says it's the Walmart their family uses because it's close to home.
We bought apples and other vegetables and fruits.
Now this small business owner has some strong advice for the popular mega store chain.
You need better pest control because this shouldn't ever occur.
Cell phone video from the store today shows some produce shelves cleared out while other sections remained stocked. In a statement, a Walmart spokesperson tells KPRC2 News customer health and safety is a top priority, saying potentially impacted products were removed from the store and additional preventative measures were put in place.
Potentially impact. What does that even mean? Potentially? That's scary in itself.
With vendors.
Harris Health says it did inspect this store after receiving that video. 4 complaints. It found a cooler, but all of the affected products have been removed and sanitized. We want to mention that this store did get an overall score of 96, but it also got a citation. We understand there's another inspection scheduled before Christmas. We are live in Humble. Devin Clark, KPRC2 News.
Wow, this is
We begin tonight.
Ooh, nope. No. We don't want to do that story yet.
Food and rats are words most people do not want to hear in the same breath.
Get off. Okay. So I just wanted to play that. That one was for me. Now this one right here is for Native that I am about to play. We've got some. Well, no, I'm gonna play it.
Story that's all new this hour. 2 security guards accused of taking the law into their own hands by impersonating police officers to frighten a man after a minor car crash.
Y'all think this is the Cyclops over there? No, let me see. I got to get it out before the year ends, okay? Security guards.
Channel 2 Gwinnett County Bureau Chief Matt Johnson is live.
Gwinnett County.
And Matt,
watch out, Native. They run around here pretending like they police officers now.
Victim says he was surrounded at gunpoint.
And it all happened in front of a preschool. Police say that those 2 men used their car to actually block a lane of traffic and block the victim in here. And then police say they used their guns to surround the man, apparently to get his insurance information.
You're not law enforcement, correct?
Not law enforcement.
All right, wait over
This
there.
body camera video shows a Gwinnett County police officer confronting 2 men dressed in tactical vests after police say they chased down a driver, blocked them in, and
Like, what's funny to me is that they actually have tactical vests in their vehicle. Like, well, I know where you can get them, but I'm just saying.
Nah, I mean, you gotta realize, Legacy Moon, in Atlanta, especially on the south side of Atlanta, you can get anything. Like you can go on the south side and want a baby elephant. Okay.
You can get one.
You can find somebody on the South Side gonna be like, yeah, all you gotta do, man, call my little cousin JD. You know what I'm talking about? No, I'm talking about folk, man, look, man, shut it, look. You want an elephant, man? Let me tell you, you can get an elephant in, all right? All right, look, man, just go on down the Old National, all right? Make it right over there on Guyby Road, all right? And then go over there, the third house on the left, the blue one, man, just not gonna add my cousin JD, man, get you an elephant. I'm telling you, there is nothing, nothing you can't get on the South Side of Atlanta, I promise. My cousin JD be having elephant, man. You want tiger too, man? You can get your elephant and a tiger. You know what I'm talking about? You get
He'll
man,
throw in a tiger for half price.
man. Go on, get you a tiger, an elephant, and a panda. I think he got a special going on all three of them, Shawty. All three of them, Shawty. All three, Shawty. You can go and get you all three of them up. But you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? And he'll give you some food with it. Just go. It's the Blue House, Guyby Road. It's the Blue House on the left side. Just go on Guyby Road, right off of Old National, and just ask my cousin JD. All right, folks. Let me know how that work out.
If you are just coming into the chat or just came in with that in the last 10, 15 minutes or 30 minutes, whatever, welcome. Okay. Karen S says that Native, you have her now looking for jacked up hairlines and naps. Okay.
Who said
Right.
that? Who said
Karen
that?
S.
I'm sorry,
Karen
Karen.
S said it.
I'm sorry, Karen S.
Yeah.
We taking that into 2026. Okay, we're gonna be hairline detectives. Okay, we're gonna be hairline detectives. Okay, that's what we're doing that. Okay, we're doing that.
All right. Black Banana said that's why I stay up here north of the city. OTP.
Yeah, well, you know what, Black but not better. That's why you can't get a brand new refrigerator for $13.62. That's why, because you stay way the fuck up there. Okay, every now and then, if you want the good shit for cheap, you got to come down to the South Side. Okay, I don't live down there, but I do go down there whenever I'm looking for shit like pandas and shit. Okay, because you can.
Get you a panda. Get your free panda.
See, Black but not better. That's why you'll never have a Maserati for $418.44. That's why. Just stay your ass up there. Okay? Just saying.
If he did something, you could have called law enforcement. But you cannot block nobody. You're not law enforcement.
Police say 22-year-old Ryan Mays and 35-year-old David Robinson work as private security guards, but looked like police Saturday afternoon. It was around 4 o'clock on North Deshong Road near Stone Mountain when the victim called 911 in front of a preschool.
They had pointed their guns at him. They had threatened to shoot him. They had told him to get out of the car.
One man had a vest marked K9 with a body camera and taser. Another wore a vest marked enforcement officer.
K9 with no K9. You can't beat that.
The victim told police the chase began in DeKalb County after a near collision. The two men said the victim actually hit their car, but denied ever identifying themselves as police officers.
It was very easy for them to be mistaken as police officers, and the victim's statement stated that they presented themselves as police officers to him.
Police say the two men dressed for authority that they did not have, and now they face multiple felonies, including impersonating an officer.
When, individuals that are not law enforcement are impersonating and pretending to be, it puts the public at risk.
And I reached out to the owner of the security company that employs the two men for comment, but so far have not heard back. Those two suspects remain in jail without bond while they wait for their day in court. Live in Gwinnett County, Matt Johnson, Channel 2 Action News.
So, wait a minute.
Food and...
Dang, man, stop popping up. Gosh. So, this is what I want to know. Why did they have their security guards? So why does he have a vest that says K9? And I mean, like, did they say, "Oh, somebody hit me, let me go get him"? Was they in the car like transforming, putting on these vests and things? Or I'm not understanding why they had them on. I'm not understanding why they even had them on. Oh, now this next story, I'm really interested in showing to Native. I don't know if he's seen it. And I didn't send it to him because I wanted his authentic reaction to this. There was a man wrongfully convicted of a crime, as usual, and of course he's black. He spent some time in jail. He then, got out and sued and, won a lawsuit. And that's all I'm gonna tell you about this. Yep. Forgot I stopped sharing right there for a minute. Okay.
Man who spent a quarter century behind bars for a murder he was wrongfully convicted of has now been ordered to repay more than $1 million to the state. It is part of a Court of Appeals decision after a separate lawsuit paid him more than $7 million. This is a story I have been following.
So he spent a quarter of a century in jail, right? Y'all heard that. He gets out because he didn't do it. He was found innocent. They paid him $7 million. Okay, that was his payout. That's when he sued. $7 million for a quarter of a century. Okay, now they want some of their money back.
For years. Back in 2017, our cameras were rolling as Desmond Ricks learned he would be released from prison. And today I talked with his former attorney and a state lawmaker in response to this latest move by judges.
For roughly 25 years, Desmond Ricks was an inmate in state prison where he always maintained his innocence for the crime of murder. And then in 2017, a judge ordering his release, finding he had been wrongfully convicted. Ricks was among those who received $50,000 a year for every year of incarceration under the state's Wrongful Imprisonment Compensation Act, also known as WICA. For Ricks, it amounted to $1.25 million from the state.
Desmond Ricks.
So what do you think about, first of all, getting $50,000 a year for every year you were wrongfully convicted? Is that enough, Native?
No.
Okay.
No,
I don't think so. Is there fireworks going on at your house?
Yeah, it's fireworks happening. These people out here, man. I don't even know what they celebrating right now at 10:57. I don't know. I don't know what the hell they celebrating at 10:57 on New Year's Eve. But anyway, no, it's not enough. It's not enough, especially like when you live in a country that claims that, justice, this and, and the greatest justice system in the world and all this stuff. We've had enough time to get it right. And I feel like for anybody to be wrongly convicted in a system that has all the access to everything and, for somebody to be denied justice in this system that we laud as the greatest in the world, nah, it's not enough. It's not enough money. It's not.
I mean, $50,000 a year for me being subjected to all of the things that he's been subjected to is just, I don't even know what to call it. I don't know what to call it.
Endured the worst kind of harm and suffering you can imagine.
One of his attorneys at the time was Wolf Mueller.
25 years in a cage for a crime he did not
That's
commit.
right.
The compensation under the state, which was $1.25 million, doesn't come close to the harm that he suffered.
Ricks then won over $7.5 million in a lawsuit against the city of Detroit that accused the detectives on his case of corruption. That's when the state wanted him to repay their $1.25 million to the WICA fund. The law requires that payback is done if a third party issues compensation. In the case of Ricks, it was the city of Detroit. Ricks sued to keep the WICA money, but the state court said he could not keep it.
This was a bipartisan bill.
State Senator Joe Bellino from Monroe says the matter is more involved than simply paying out WICA funds to those wrongfully convicted and moving on. To be specific, after the state's fund ran low years ago, he says it's been even more critical to get money returned in the event Ricks and others also wrongfully convicted file suits against municipalities and police agencies and win.
There's no way in the world I would vote to let someone get that money and then get $7.5 million or whatever this person got in a law settlement. The state is not a huge bucket where people should be able to double dip every time there's a mistake made.
In this case, Rick's lawsuit was against the city of Detroit and 2 officers and accused them of falsifying evidence involving bullets back in '92. With dozens of similar cases, Mueller says it's time for WICA rules to be amended to allow former inmates to keep that money and any else they receive in a lawsuit.
No amount of money can make up for the harm of a quarter century and your entire adult life lost. So to say that the state paid you $50,000 per year, that's peanuts compared to the harm.
Also, Ricks previously pointed out that he not only lost years of his life, but the chance to watch his 2 daughters grow up. At this point, efforts to amend the law have not succeeded, but they remain underway. I also reached out to another attorney for Ricks for an interview and am still awaiting a response.
Okay, y'all.
Story that's all new.
So, Native, what else say you?
I mean, it's crazy how when it comes to black people, there's always an excuse, right? There's
Mhm.
always an excuse. Oh, well, this too much. Oh, this is too this and this is too that. And it's just crazy how it's always us that we always get the short end of the stick. They have money for everything else, y'all.
Right.
Donald Trump literally destroyed a whole room in the White House and rebuilt it with some gaudy ass Home Depot ass decorations. They have money for everything else. Anything else that comes about, any bullshit that they want to spend money on is okay. They find a way to do it. But when it comes to black people, there's always an excuse not to give us anything that would make us whole or anything that's fair. So
Right.
it's disgusting.
Right. It is disgusting. And we don't know. I don't know how old this man was when he went in, but we don't know, like $50,000 a year. We don't know what his earning potential would have been a year had he not been wrongfully convicted. We don't know whether this man, he could be like Mark Zuckerberg or something had he not gone to jail. We don't know. So to just cap this and say that that's all he was worth, especially you put him in jail during this time period, you let him out during another time period where things are different, expensive. He's got to integrate into society, and you want to give him $50,000 for every year you took away from him? Come on now. Don't no. CJ said, because YT men can now file complaints saying they were discriminated against in the workplace just for being YT. Wow. Wow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are just now coming in or if you just recently came in, we counting it down, y'all. We doing it together. Okay. So Native wanted to, I covered Susan Lawrence. Okay. For those of you who have not listened to her first jail calls, they're over on phone calls from prison. I started doing it on Sunday where I covered her interrogations, her body cam videos of her multiple calls on the residents in the community where she lives. She is a person who is accused of unaliving AJ Owens. She was a black mother of 4. It had been some problems in the neighborhood. She went over that night, knocked on her door, and through the door, without opening, without looking, without knowing what she was aiming at, she shot her and killed her. Now, the thing about all that is she sent for her. You know, she threw a tablet at one of the children, the 9-year-old, and then she threw a skate. This lady harassed the children and other people in the neighborhood. She also would go, these kids would leave toys all over the place, and she would go collect these toys and not give them back to them. And when I say collect, these toys were across the street in a field. None of these toys were left in her yard. She would go, she would collect them, just all sorts of things. And she had gotten into it a couple times with AJ. Now she alleges that AJ knocked on her door and said, "I'm gonna kill you," and the door was shaking, the knob was about to come off. This is a door that was locked, bolted, and a chair under it. She went and retrieved her gun and just shot her. Now let me tell you my theory of the crime, which I think I'm right. Ray Della Lewis said she was the neighbor Karen, plain and simple. And there is a documentary. Thank you, the woman he chose. Says, I watched the documentary on Netflix. I had a hard time watching it. This lady is a monster. She is. And it was called, I think it's called The Good Neighbor. I call her the evil neighbor. So once she threw this skate and this tablet, she said, go get your mother. Or he said, I'm gonna tell my mother, or whatever she says, go get her. So he did just that. She made, that's scaring me, Native.
I ain't scaring me.
When she threw the tablet and stuff, she then called 911 and said that she wanted to report a trespasser, which was the 9-year-old little boy. Then 2 minutes later, she's calling, I just shot somebody who was trying to break in my house. 2 minutes later. In order for her to do that, mind you, she kept her gun in the trash can in her bedroom. So she had to go to her bedroom, come back out, and shoot and call 911 all within 2 minutes. It is my theory that she got into it with this boy, already had her gun ready, told the boy, go get your mother. She came and knocked on the door and she shot her, period. Premeditated. That's what I think. So anyhow, she is serving 25 years to life. The family is suing. AJ's mother and the children are suing for I don't know how much money. But they're suing her for wrongful death. Well, this heifer she has written a letter threatening to countersue them for defamation of character and lying and all that. This woman is a convicted woman. Okay, she's convicted. She's in jail. She ain't getting out. She's got to do 25 years. She's 60. She's going to be dead. She'll never make it. And she looks like she's knocking on death's door right now. So if you missed in those 3 videos, you can check them out on my channel. If you want to listen to the call uninterrupted without my commentary, you can go to phone calls from prison. Like I said, I did the 911 that all her 911 complaints. I did the interrogation videos 1 and 2, a little bit of backstory, her first appearance, her bond hearing. She got a bond but never got out because she couldn't pay it, like Nesto. And so yeah. So Native, you had some things to say about that case and
Yeah,
that lady.
yeah. So, I saw the documentary, and the one thing that I thought about when I saw the documentary was and I say we, right? We as a society, we as Black people, when we see these Karens and they're calling the police on Black people in the park, and they're calling the police on little Black girls that are selling water on their front stoop, and they're calling the police on Black people minding their business, right? We put them out there, we put them on blast, and we laugh at them, right? We make fun of them, we make memes out of them, we do all the things, right? And so to me, I feel like this Susan Lawrence lady is what happens when these Karens go unchecked, right? When we simply look at them as old and crazy and racist, and and we really don't take them seriously, right? The police went out to this lady's house a lot. When I watched the documentary, the only thing I kept saying to the screen as I'm watching it, because that's how I watch TV, y'all. I yell at the TV while that's what I do. Okay. When I'm yelling at the TV, like, why won't y'all do something about this lady? Like, we look at sovereign citizens and we say, well, that's a waste of resources because those cops could have been doing something else. I feel the same thing about this lady. These cops could have been doing a lot of other things other than tending to her complaints about children playing, right? So she's going unchecked all this time. You can tell that she hasn't been checked in all this time simply by that visit or that phone call that we listened to the other night over on Legacy Moon's channel. It's like when you listen to the way that she speaks about her situation, you can tell that she is used to getting her way, and you can tell that she's used to white tears working. She's used to her whiteness pulling her out of any situation, and you could just tell. I mean, even at the point where in the interrogation where they told this lady to stand up and she said, "No, I can't do this today."
She did. Oh my
Who
God.
Who says that except somebody who has lived their entire life walking through the raindrops, right? Who else would tell the police they don't feel like going to jail that day except for somebody who has never been held accountable for any damn thing, right? And as far as the interrogation is concerned, there is there's a common belief that reasonable racism will get a lot of these people out of these situations. What is reasonable racism? Reasonable racism is a concept that says that the stereotype that you believe about Black people is reasonable enough for me to overreact for what I did, right? So in a lot of these cases where we have seen Black people that are unarmed be harmed and murdered by the police, when they go to the grand jury believes that it is reasonable racism. And that's the reason why a lot of these cops don't get indicted. They don't get indicted because the people that are in the grand jury are saying, well, if a big, scary Black man was coming after me, I might kill him too. That's what reasonable racism is. And that is what Susan Lawrence was trying to imply when she over and over and over again said, I thought she was going to kill me. I feared for my life. See, what she's doing right there, she's using this tactic of reasonable racism with these other white cops to signal to them, you know how scary Black people are, right? You know how when they bam on your door, they might take your whole door down and come in and kill you, right? You understand that because we're all white and we're all threatened by these Black people, right? That is what she was doing. And to me, it is a symptom of this Karenism that is unchecked and absolutely dangerous. It is absolutely dangerous. And, you know, when we look at this story and, you know, a woman lost her life behind somebody who hates Black people, and I don't give a damn how many people she's Black adjacent to. That's another tactic too, by the way.
Yeah.
The other tactic is that I'm not racist because I married this person. I'm not racist because I have this person in my family. I'm not. How could I possibly be racist? I go to the Dominican Republic 2 times a year. This is the way that people try to explain it away. I'm not a racist. I'm not are you kidding me? I'm not racist. And that's because in America, we have designated racism as symbolic of the Ku Klux Klan. So if you don't have a Klan robe, and you're not a card-carrying member of the Klan, white people believe that they cannot be racist. The only racism that exists comes from the KKK. So I say all that to say that there is a lot of unchecked Karens, and these motherfuckers are dangerous.
Hold on. Y'all know we went out. We went out.
Who went out?
Did anybody know that? We went out. Like everything it showed that I went out and came back in, but it showed that I guess I'm assuming everybody still heard you talking because nobody said anything. So I guess it was just me, like the internet went down. But okay. All right. It looks like everybody heard you, so keep on going.
Oh no, I was absolutely done. I was absolutely done.
Okay. Yeah, they said they heard it. Okay, so it was just me and my internet. Okay. So I mean, I agree with all you said. I don't know in the documentary if they mentioned that this door, it was steel, metal. I don't know, one or the two. She claims that AJ was threatening. She was like, "I'm gonna kill you," beating on the door, and the door. She was about to knock it off the hinges. But everybody who they interviewed in the entire neighborhood and who was out there said that that did not happen. She did not say that. She knocked 3 times and the woman shot. That was it. Period. Point blank. I also want to bring up the fact this lady had a patio door. If AJ really wanted to get in and get at her, she could have broken the patio door, threw something through it, broke the glass, and went on through. Okay, she could have done that. So it's the tears that she tried to squeeze out during her interrogation and everything. It just, I'm glad that it didn't work. Now, I personally think the reason why they chose manslaughter is because they could not. They I think that they were probably afraid they couldn't get murder, and so I think that that's why they went with felony manslaughter, because they didn't want another Trayvon Martin travesty. And I do understand that, because the lady's not she's not going to make it. I mean, that's just it. She's not going to make it out of jail. And you know, she did her little interview and says, "Oh, um I have black friends in jail." Well, you stay in jail with your black friends, okay? You do that. Oh, and on the jail call, spoiler alert, her sister, she's wanting her sister to call NBC, ABC, CNN, all the C's, all the news stations
Mhm.
to you know, just to say she didn't throw a tablet and escape and nothing hit him. She wanted them to do that. And the sister's like, nobody's calling me back. She called AJ's mother a bitch. That she said that bitch is going on TV trying to make it a racial issue, and you know, all this craziness. I wish I could have slapped the taste out of both of their mouths, but unfortunately I can't. So
Well, yeah, okay. So I mean, let's talk about it, right? 90 what is it? What's the statistic, y'all? 99.1% of all news outlets in America are run by white people, right? When you look at who is in charge of MSNBC, who's in charge of CBS, who's in charge at ABC in their news departments, right? We ain't talking about entertainment. We talking about the news, right? All of these are run by white people. Okay. So I think that it's only natural that, you know, she knows this, because hell, all you got to do is watch TV and see how many black shows there are on television at this point. Most of the black entertainment that we see is being streamed, right? We have our favorite shows on Netflix, we got our favorite shows on Stars, you know, we got our favorite episodes of whatever on, you know, Disney Plus, maybe, whatever, Hulu, you know. But as far as like networks are concerned, what we got Abbott Elementary right now, primarily black cast. I don't know. It's a few. It's a sprinkling, right? So these news outlets are run by white people, mostly white men. So of course, if you watch TV, you know that. If you watch any news, you know that. So that's why the hell we ain't got a Joy Reid on MSNBC anymore, right?
mhm.
Right. She wasn't fired by a black woman. Okay. Let's not get it fucked up. She was fired by white men. Okay. So I say all that to say that, you know, what Susan is doing is what Karens do, is they reach out for that sympathy, and the thought process behind her wanting to go to all these channels is that all these newsrooms are run by white people, and they will understand my reasonable racism. They will understand that these little black children were a threat to me. This black woman was a threat to me, even though I was behind a locked door. Right now, I'm gonna take the position that I don't give a damn if she did say she was going to kill her, because I ain't got no kids. But if you fuck with mine, more than likely what's gonna come out my mouth is I'm gonna kill you. Okay. So I don't give a damn if she did say that, right? She is still behind a locked door. She is still behind a door. She still fired a gun through a door. Okay. Not at an open door where this woman was coming at her with a weapon. No, 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 no. She was behind a locked door. So I don't give a damn if the lady said, I'm going to blow up your whole house. She still had not reached you. She still was on the outside. And for somebody that likes to call the police a lot, she damn sure didn't call them in, now did she?
No.
She ain't called them in. Why all of a sudden in this instance, in this situation, your fingers can't dial 911 right then? When now these children
Wait. She lost her phone.
awesome. These children playing outside, she can find her phone, she knows where her phone is, and she can reach out for 911, right? But a woman who you're saying you're scared for your life, all of a sudden the phone can't be found and you can't call 911. If anybody believes that bullshit, I got I got a plot of hair in the back of Sonia's head to sell you. Okay. I got a wig made entirely of hairs from Sonia's head that I can sell you. Okay. If you
Right.
believe that shit. It's
Right.
human hair. It's made from Sonya. Okay. All right. I managed to collect enough hair from that heifer to comprise a wig and I can sell it to you. If you believe that bullshit.
Well, considering she had just called him 2 minutes before that happened to say the boy was trespassing. That's why I said she had that gun and everything already ready. She had there was only 2 minutes. Now she in her interrogation said it was 10. Oh, it was about 10, 20 minutes. No, it was 2. 2 minutes. You called, the police were on their way. And
Mhm.
then, she told her sister on the phone, I didn't mean to shoot at anybody. I didn't aim. I just was shooting. Then why didn't you aim higher? If that's what you really want us to believe. Why didn't you aim higher?
But do
You
you
shot and you aimed in a distance where you would hit somebody.
but do you realize that that's even worse? Do you realize that taking a gun, like I don't know, like when you take a gun, right, and you got a gun in your hand and you squeeze that trigger, you don't know where that bullet is going. I don't give a damn how good of an aim you are.
Exactly.
I don't give a damn whatever. But do you realize that when she says that, that's even worse because you are reckless with a weapon. You didn't know where you were aiming it at, and you know that there are children in the area.
Mhm.
See to me, that's even worse. And to me, that should get her even more time. Put this heifer in hell. Okay. Just
And
put her in hell.
see when you fire, and I've never shot one, but when you fire the bullet, even if you just shoot up in the air, that bullet it goes somewhere. Like if you shoot it up in the air, it just doesn't go up and disappears. It ends up somewhere. If you just shoot forward over somebody's head just as a warning shot, that warning shot bullet goes somewhere. It whether it is through someone else's house and hit their sleeping child in the bed, whether it goes through and hits some elderly lady standing in front of her microwave making popcorn, it goes somewhere. It's going to travel. So it doesn't
Right.
just stop. It doesn't just stop, just where
Yeah.
you want it to stop or where you think it'll stop. It goes until it hits something. And I don't think people realize that. I don't.
Yeah.
And
No.
this is why these gun laws, all loose and fancy, it just should not be. Just should not be. Well, y'all, I have a body cam also selected by Native Tribe Urban Media. Okay. But before I show that, I want to show this. This is also something else I saw on the news. It happened about it's funny. Let me tell you where I saw it. I actually saw it on Instagram, right? And I wanted to see if it was true because you can't always believe what you see on Instagram and TikTok. I had the hardest time. I had to search and search and search for this news story. I think I only found like one or two, like out of all of YouTube, where I could find this story because I want to know, is this legit? Did it come from legit sources? I found the stories on Google and everything. So I'm gonna play this because I can't wait to hear your opinion on this, Native. Let me share my screen again and I'll play that.
These images show a then Republican congressional staffer lying face down in a New Jersey nature reserve, her hands zip-tied behind her back, her body lacerated with Trump and a profane word written across her stomach.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop it here so you can see this. She was a former congressional staffer in the White House, Republican staffer in the White House, okay?
Tonight, federal prosecutors allege 26-year-old Natalie Green did this to herself, part of an elaborate hoax meant to look like a politically motivated attack. According to the criminal complaint, at around 10:30 p.m. on July 23rd, an unnamed co-conspirator called 911, telling dispatch that she and Green had been walking the trail when 3 guys just attacked us, talking politics and stuff, calling Green a racist. Police say they found Green crying loudly and yelling, "He has a gun, he has a gun." Investigators later found duct tape and black zip ties inside Green's Maserati. They also allege Green paid an artist $500 to cut her body just hours.
Now, will white people, when we minding our black ass business, come up and mess with us, racist white folks? Will they do that? Or if they think we look suspicious or doing something, will they mess with us? Yeah. But we don't randomly go up and start messing with white folks who, we just don't do that. We don't do it. It doesn't happen unless they come to the hood. Okay.
I mean,
You don't
even
have.
when they come to the hood, though, like even when they come to the hood, because 9 times out of 10, when they come to the hood, depending on what hood you in, right? Like if you in a neighborhood, and this is the thing, and I'm sorry, y'all, I'm all over the place because of these damn fireworks and shit. But even when it came like to the Wayne Williams, right? Y'all know I am like deep into this Wayne Williams shit.
Yeah.
The excuse that they used was that it had to be a black person because white people would stand out in a neighborhood. And y'all, if y'all been in hoods like I've been in hoods, you realize that there are white crackheads that come to the hood. You realize that there are white drunks that come to the hood, to the liquor stores. You realize that there are white people that walk around the neighborhood checking meters. You realize that there are white police officers. There are white. So the idea that black people would reject or that white people would stand out in a black neighborhood is asinine. You know what I mean? So we don't do that. That's not what we do. We are welcoming to just about anybody that comes into our neighborhoods. That's the reason why all the Koreans have the corner stores with the hair in them. Okay, we don't segregate our neighborhoods. That's what they do, and that's what they have been doing. We don't do that, right? I mean, now if we're talking about like gang type shit, if we're talking about like Crips and Bloods type shit, maybe. But as far as like a regular black neighborhood, white people are in regular black neighborhoods all the time. It's us that can't go jogging, right? That can't go jogging in a white neighborhood without being harassed and unalived. You see what I'm saying? We don't do that to people. So yeah, I don't know where that mythology comes from because I ain't been in a black neighborhood that has not welcomed everybody. And now, granted, if you fuck up, you got to go. Okay,
Right.
you got to go if you fucking up. Okay, but as long as you ain't fucking up, then pretty much anybody can be in a black neighborhood. So it's really maddening. And I bring up Wayne Williams because again, they based everything on this myth that they think they know about black people. That's the one thing about us. People want to know black people without getting to know black people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they float all this shit out there about us and what we may do or can do. And these motherfuckers ain't never even came by to see us. They don't know where we live at, and they don't know how we live, where we live at.
Right. Exactly. I just don't. What kind of attention seeking nut are you to do something like this to your body? That's what I don't understand. Now, D Dub had said, I think she said, I was about to ask, was this real? Yeah, I would not, because I wasn't going to play it until I found a credible news source, and this is like NBC. I forget NBC where, but it is NBC, and it's got all of the things. So this did really happen. But what's so funny is how quiet it was. A well kept secret, because like I said, I had to find it. It wasn't like, I can just I see something and I just put it in and poof, it pops up. That never happened. So yeah. So yeah, let's finish this story.
Before the hoax attack, the court documents noting the cuts made to Green's skin at her request followed the exact same pattern as the lacerations observed when she was lying on the ground. Green is now charged with conspiracy to convey false information and hoaxes and with making false statements. In a statement her lawyer writing, under the law, she is presumed innocent. Today, the congressman she used to work for, Jeff Van Drew, said he hopes she's getting the care she needs.
I don't know any more than you all do, and we never would interfere with any.
Isn't it something how certain people, we distance ourselves when a scandal or something like this happens, we distance ourselves, but, oh, I hope she's getting the help that she needs. What help do she need? She deliberately did. I mean, what? I mean, well, y'all always want to say mental health, mental health, mental health. Maybe she do got a mental health problem, because there's no way I'd carve up my body to prove a point, to help somebody, or to nothing. Okay, the
You
most I'll
wouldn't.
go is these tattoos.
You know why you wouldn't, Legacy Moon?
Why? Why is
Because
that?
because you don't feel a threat to your way of life. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't feel a threat to your way of life. You don't feel threatened by people that don't look like you gaining power and gaining access in this country. So because you have never been threatened in that way, of course you wouldn't do anything like that. But what we're looking at here when we see people like this, it's not mental issue. It's not mental. They don't have any mental issues. Okay, let's just cut that bullshit altogether. They are calculating. They are calculating, and again, they are preying on the sympathies, right? Look what these black people did to her. You know what I mean? Look at how defenseless she was. Oh my God, I would have been scared out of my mind if that would have happened to me. Because they are so afraid of losing power that this is the type of shit. Look at January the 6th. You, Legacy Moon, also would not have gone out there to try to lynch Mike Pence either. Right?
Hell no.
Right, exactly. Because see, you don't feel threatened by change. That's the reason why you, me, and anybody in this chat, at least I hope so, anybody in this chat would not act in that way. Their behaviors have nothing to do with mental issues, mental health, none of that shit. It has everything to do with fear. Fear can make you do some dumb shit, right?
Right.
If you are afraid of a spider, you will tear your house to pieces getting away from that damn spider, right?
Right.
You'll be done fucked up all your $5,000 couches. You'll be done fucked up all the art on the wall because you trying to get away from that damn spider. And Lord, don't try to kill it because you be done flipped over the table, broke the flat screen TV. Fear makes you do all kind of dumb shit, right?
Wait. Are you throwing shade at me?
No.
Flipped over, fall.
Not at all. Not at all. But fear will make you do some dumb shit. So when we look at the things like January 6th, when we look at this particular story, when we look at hell, we can go back to Emmett Till, because Emmett Till happened right after Brown versus the Board of Education, right? So you got Brown versus Board of Education saying that these black children can sit next to these white children in schools. And here you have a city, Money, Mississippi, who wants to keep things the way that they are and send a message. Emmett Till was a message after Brown versus Board of Education that we are not going to change. We like the way shit is. And we are afraid of our children sitting next to your children. So therefore, to send this message, we are going to lynch this little black boy who didn't do a damn thing. Okay?
You know what's interesting to me, speaking of lynching, there's a book. I've seen some of it because somebody had it, I think, on Instagram or something. But it has the different like lynchings. It's just all about lynchings, and it just shows the different lynchings. These people, when we were lynched, these people would go out and they would bring picnic lunches. They would bring their children. This was an event to watch somebody be tarred and feathered, to watch them be, castrated, lynched. I mean, this was like a whole big thing. And you're scared of us? We've never done that. We've never done that. I mean, I saw one where they actually hung a pregnant woman and then cut her baby out. And I forgot, I don't know if they just beat the baby or stomped the baby or something like that. That is sick behavior. We don't do stuff like that. Where in the history books can you find where we did that? Where's the pictorial of us doing that? It ain't out there. But they're sick. So it's like in their bloodstream to
Mhm.
behave in this manner.
Yeah,
I'm not
well,
saying everybody,
yeah,
but
yeah, but again, you know, we have never been in a position of losing power. And that's where they find themselves. See, they don't want to share the power, right? They want to keep it all to themselves. So the way that you do that, you realize that the reason why we have the propaganda of black people eating watermelon and we love chicken, that came right after slavery, because now they have to portray us in a certain image. D.W. Griffin's uh, damn, it just slipped my mind. D.W. Griffin's Nation. What's the name of the movie? Damn it, y'all, help me out. What's the name of the movie?
you're the expert. I depend on
Birth of a
you.
Nation. Birth of a Nation. D.W. Griffin's Birth of a Nation is where we get the whole Klan attire from. That's where we get burning crosses from. The movie was about black men who were graping white women, right? So ever since we were freed, thank you, them folks. Ever since we've been free, our image has been preyed upon, right? Our image has been preyed upon by movies, right? Planet of the Apes. Okay, when did Planet of the Apes first come out? During the civil rights movement, right? When
Hmm.
did King Kong come out?
Hmm.
these are not coincidences, folks. These are not coincidences, right? So they've always portrayed us in a certain light to cause fear, because they don't want to share the power. They don't want you to believe that black people have the ability to vote and vote our interests. They don't want you to believe that black people have the ability to run for office, right?
Hmm.
They don't want you to believe that black people have the capacity to launch rocket ships for NASA, right? And so they do these things because they're scared.
Right. Right. Exactly. You know what I want to say about that Planet of the Apes? That was I absolutely ever since I was a child loved the Planet of the Apes. I remember I had a little record player. I've always had a record player, and that was like one of the first books that I got was Planet of the Apes, and it came with a record, and it told the story, so I was fascinated. And then I see the Planet of the Apes movie, and I always watch throughout, like, I would sit up and watch them reruns throughout my whole teenage year. It wasn't until I became, an adult, probably middle aged, I was like, wait a minute. This is the most racist shit I've ever seen before in my life. You've got the who is it? The orangutans.
Right.
They are the smart ones, the scientists, the people who are in charge. Then you've got the chimpanzees. Okay, well, they on some level they're a little darker, so but they light skin dark, so they can have jobs, or like they can be like a science mathematician. They could do that. But who was the enforcers? Who was the army? Who was out of control and wild? The gorillas. And they took. I know gorillas are dark, but not that dark. And I noticed that they were dark, and I was like, this is some racist shit. And I never, all growing up, because I was looking at I just love this. I love the cast. I love these. I mean, not the cast, but the characters. I loved all that. But I grew up, and I'm like, no, this is a message that I wasn't even aware until I opened up my eyes to see. And they made it a point that these were the orangutans, so this is what they do, and these are the. But it was always them gorillas, and everybody talked about them. Everybody talked about them. So they were the army. They were, that's who you went and got if you wanted somebody captured. That's who you went and got if you want to go to war. So it just took me growing up to realize what that and Native, we've talked about it, other TV shows. I mean, for example, Fat Albert. Tell us about Fat Albert, Native.
First of all, can we talk about like the creator of Fat Albert? I mean, Mr. Dr. Bill fucking Cosby, like this guy has some problems, right? This guy has some
Mm-hmm.
issues.
Yeah.
And I think that his issues and his problems are shown throughout his work.
Right.
Okay. If you think about everything that Bill Cosby has done, including the Cosby Show, which we have a whole other discussion about, but if you think about everything that this man, every message that this man has ever put out has been problematic, and because of his comedy, we kind of like laughed it off, and we really didn't pay it any attention. But if you put it under a microscope, it's a problem. So let's talk about Fat Albert, right? You got some kids, right, and they're in the junkyard, right? Because they can't play at a playground, heaven forbid. They have to play in the junkyard, and they play, and there's a really weird, creepy guy that's in the junkyard with them, okay? And he's back there working on shit and just like watching these children to the point to where he can tell you what Fat Albert had for fucking breakfast, okay? Tell me that shit ain't creepy. Then you have a Fat Albert, you have a weird Harold, you have a dumb Donald, you have when you think about the names, you had a Russell and a Bill. Those were the only names that were like regular names, or Root and Rudy. You know what I mean? Everybody else was dumb. They were fat. They were, they were weird. You got
They
a
were
mush mouth.
lazy.
Yeah. And so we actually first had this discussion with Nyla, over at V's a couple weeks ago, and we were just talking about the problems that came from Fat Albert and the way that we were portrayed. But we didn't have any other black cartoons,
Right.
right? So we watched and we look fondly at this. But if we look back at it, it was a problem. It was
Yeah. Definitely
it
a problem.
was, and I mean, the lessons that they taught were kind of basic. So there wasn't anything groundbreaking when it came to the impact or the educational or social impact on black children watching the Cosby Show. Was minimal. It was very minimal. So
Right.
yeah, it was an issue. It was definitely an issue.
Right. So, with all of that being said, let's get into this body cam, because that there was nothing else happening on this story other than, them feeling sorry and making excuses for this white girl. So this body cam was it was suggested by Native, and I watched half of it. I didn't watch the other half because I fell asleep. But anyway, let's get into this body cam video. Am I sharing? Oh, let me share. Now, y'all, I know that y'all not used. We come out here and we serious and stuff sometimes, but these are conversations, especially going out of the old and entering into the new. There's some of the things, like, we all resolve to do things, and there's some things that we can say, oh, we're going to leave behind. But one of the things that you can't leave behind is your blackness. You can't leave behind what color you are. You can't leave behind the view that others have of you. And by others, I mean YT people. You just cannot leave that behind. We are always going to be a threat to them and other classes of people, because we are taught, it is taught to everyone all over the world. We're dumb, we're lazy, we're a threat. No matter what country people come from, all of us as black people, this is what we are. So unfortunately, that is something that we're going to carry with us every time there is a new year. So although this is like one of our more serious types of lives, it's just some things that needed to be said. Dr. Charles says in the movie, a piece of the action, Cosby called a group of young people baby gorillas. I've seen that movie, but not enough to remember what even happened in it. Do
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, nah, Dr. Charles, listen, when you, Dr. Charles, don't get me. You see, I'm about to go into 2026 preaching about this shit, Dr. Charles. Because listen,
Go ahead, preach.
this dude. He does. It's little, and we look at it as being insignificant, but when we look at the entire body of his work, it's completely problematic. I'm telling you. I got into one of the biggest arguments in the world because I was talking about how bad the Cosby Show is. On the surface, it looks good, but when you actually break it down, I'm gonna give you this, and then I'm gonna get off of Bill Cosby. How come the only working class kid on the show was called Cockroach?
Right.
Everybody else on the show was some elite teacher or professor or whatever. Cockroach's dad sold cars, if I'm not mistaken, right? I think. And, Cockroach was just a regular kid. But his name was fucking Cockroach, y'all. They called a black child.
Cockroach.
They called a black teenager on a black sitcom Cockroach.
Mhm.
Now you can add that in with Weird Harold and Fat Albert and Dumb Donald and what else came out of Cosby? Cockroach.
Right.
Okay. All right. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. That this prominent black show that was supposed to be so positive has a black teenager named Cockroach.
Natasha Razor Glam says, "Wow, I forgot about that." We'll have to do a live. Coming up. If you could look, Native got fit me in his busy schedule. We'll have to do a live where we just break down like his whole body of work.
And
Just
not
break
only
it
that,
down.
and even if we did just one episode of the Cosby Show that I have the most problem with, it is the episode. It is the episode of the Cosby Show where, y'all remember when Cockroach and Theo, they were late coming back from the track meet, and they had went to the restaurant and they called the girl fat or some shit like that, and Claire gave them a speech and didn't make them apologize. Remember that? Y'all remember that? y'all remember that part? That was absolutely fucking ridiculous. But yeah, we can definitely talk about good old Bill.
Sunshine Rain Garden said we cannot straddle the fence either of who we are. That's right. We can't straddle the fence of who and what we are. Going into 2026, there are still people who do that. I don't know why, because things are not getting better for us; they're getting worse. Say says, Native, my black studies professor asks this question: why is a father asking his daughter's husband if he was the first man his daughter was ever sexual with? Who does that?
Hold on, wait, say that, read that comment again.
What was Native? My black studies professor asks this question: why is a father asking a daughter's husband if he was the first man his daughter was ever sexual with? Who does that? Was that Alvin? And
That was, wait, what? Hold on. That's why I wanted you to read it again. What episode was that? That was the episode. It involved Denise, and it involved it was Denise and whatchamacallit, the dude in the Navy. Yeah.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I don't know why I was thinking Alvin and Sandra.
Nah, they didn't really give a fuck about what they was doing. They ain't really give a fuck about them. Nah, it was Denise and what was his name? Yeah, but you know
I
what?
don't know his name.
What was the nigga name?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but no. It was Denise. And yeah. Bill Cosby had that conversation, and I remember thinking that was awkward at the time. But again, we were so fascinated and mesmerized by the Cosby Show, a black doctor and a black lawyer, and so a lot of this shit we just wasn't paying no damn attention to. Because if we were paying attention, it would have stuck out to everybody that why are you asking about your daughter's virginity to this man that she's already married to? Why do you give that much of a fuck about who she done fucked before, sir?
Okay, his name was Martin.
Martin, thank you, Leo Lady. I don't know why I'm this mad about music. I couldn't think of Martin. Martin was just getting away from me, but yes, he is MAGA. He is absolutely MAGA. He is.
Yeah, Black but not bitter. I swear, Black but bitter has a list of all of the MAGA people who are
Yeah.
black. I swear she does.
Gotta
She
keep
got a
up with
list somewhere.
Look, you got to keep up with the coons. You got to keep a coon list. You do. You got to keep one. So shout out to Black but not bitter for that shit because that's necessary in 2026. Okay.
Yes. Bible Lady said, what the hell did I just come into? Bible Lady, we've been doing a lot. We've been having some serious discussions here. Yeah, that another troubling episode for me, and we got to save these episodes but this is one that really bothered me. Denise has a friend who's pregnant. Not Denise, but a friend. Like, how come everything always happened to the friends and not the kids? Like, nothing ever happened to the kids. And that's what I didn't like. I was like, this is strange. These kids never have a problem. Dr. Charles said, how about the episode with Stacey Dash being treated by Bill for a UTI? Y'all be remembering these? Half of the Cosby Show, I don't even remember. Like, I remember just only certain episodes, but barely. I don't know how y'all remember, but we're gonna break them down. We're gonna do that. We're gonna look at his body of work and break it down. It sounds like it might be a two part thing. Shoot.
And let's be completely real about this. Why was he an OBGYN? Out of all the doctors that this man could have been, he could have been a heart specialist, he could have been a cardiologist, he could have been, a podiatrist, he could have been anything else. Why, Mr. I put drugs in your drink, gotta be the person that look at your hoo-ha all the time?
And let's not forget, that's his character. I mean, that's what he wrote. That's what he made himself.
Well,
you could have picked any. You could
That's what I'm
been
saying.
a neurologist.
He could have been a neurologist. He could have just went through the whole Roxanne. Dermatology is treatment of the skin. You know what I'm saying? He could have. There's anesthesiology, ophthalmology, internal medicine, and plastic surgery. He could have did any of the UTFO jobs, right? Roxanne. He could have just listened to that. But no, Mr. Nasty Man decided that his TV occupation was going to be an OBGYN.
Or why couldn't he be the lawyer and she be the OBGYN?
Right. Nah. He got to be the one that look down there all the time, so that way he could have the opportunity to look at Stacey Dash and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling y'all, the Cosby Show is weirder than what y'all realize. I mean, go back if you get a chance to go back and watch it in your 2026 eyes, right? Because we are where we at? Are we less than 10 minutes away? Yeah, we got 7 minutes to go. We got look at it in your 2026 eyes, and you will find that there's a lot of shit wrong with the Cosby Show when we look at it now. You can go, as a matter of fact, go back to any of those late 80s, 90s shows, you'll find a lot of stuff. But for the Cosby Show to be as praised as it was and still is by a lot of people, there's a lot of shit wrong with that show.
Yeah, it is. Well, first of all, I didn't like the way it started out because, like, you had all of a sudden there's a fifth child. Like, she just popped out, and these kids are getting older, and I'm like, well, Sandra. And then when you do the math, and I'm not gonna let I don't want you to spoil it, Native, because we could save this. But when you do the math, how old was Claire when she had Sandra? If you start doing the math and what her age was on the show and stuff, it's just very weird. So I didn't like that they tried to Jedi mind tricked us that there was all of a sudden a fifth kid. So
listen,
I didn't like that.
Listen, fuck that shit, Legacy Moon. How old was Claire when Dr. Heathcliff Huxtable took her to the prom? Now I want y'all to go back to that episode. Okay. And I want y'all now, me being one of the
Native,
worst.
I told you don't ruin it.
Listen, me being one of the worst math students in the world, I ain't gonna tell y'all what it adds up to be when you actually calculate it, but it's problematic, okay? Because you remember he came home from the Navy to take this girl to the prom. Okay, all right. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna say nothing else, like Simone. I ain't gonna say nothing else.
You spoiling it.
I ain't gonna say nothing else. All I'm gonna say is Claire was, I ain't gonna say nothing else. This shit is. We got 5 minutes left in this motherfucking new year, like Simone. That's all. I ain't gonna say nothing else for the next 5 minutes. Okay. I ain't gonna say shit else.
Well, let me see. Virgo Cali, he was Virgo Cali. Yeah, that's even creepy too. He was checking women parts. He was checking lady parts in the basement of his house.
Of his house,
Think
right?
about that.
Yeah, let it sink in, y'all. Let it sink in. Okay, right? Let it sink in, Mister Nasty Man, Mister. I'm gonna put some shit in your drink. Was down there in the basement looking at. Yes. Thank you.
The woman he chose says, could it have been a statement to encourage black men to get into that profession? But he should not have been in that profession knowing what we know now.
No, no, not at all. Not at all. No, And the reason why I say that is because when Bill Cosby had an opportunity to make statements to black men, he talked down to them, even on the Cosby Show. So
Right.
so Bill Cosby has always been one to talk down to black people because he feels like he's better. So no, there is no goodwill intention for him to show black men in a position of a damn doctor. When there's an episode of the Cosby Show where he had the opportunity to give and deliver a message to a room full of college-age black boys, and you know what he told them? Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps and stop being a victim. The same thing that white people tell us all the time. He didn't offer any real solutions because he never does. Because Bill Cosby don't give a fuck about solutions. What Bill Cosby gives a fuck about is being superior to other black people. Hence the pound cake speech. Okay, that's what he is. So no, I cannot accept that as being a reason why he did it. He's nasty. Okay, he is nasty.
Yeah, and he is, and to me he's more problematic. I mean, you could wear the cute sweaters and everything, repping colleges, but black colleges,
HBCUs.
HBCU, you could do that, but that doesn't mean anything because we are gonna save it. We're not gonna get into his civil rights. We're not gonna get into him in the civil rights movement. We're not even gonna do that.
No. Look, y'all. I don't claim to know a bunch of shit, but I know about some damn Bill Cosby. That I do know. Okay.
Yeah, he does. He's quite the authority.
I do know that. Yes.
Well, now, y'all, we got 2 more minutes.
Look, we got 2 more. Look, Legacy Mode, we gotta be real. We got real specific. Okay, we got 2 minutes left. If you're in the Eastern Time Zone, okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm not planning on staying up with all y'all West Coast motherfuckers. Okay, I'm not planning on doing that.
Me
I love
either.
y'all. I love y'all. Okay, I love y'all to the bone gristle, but I am not staying up so that each time zone can get a Happy New Year. All right,
not doing
we
it.
over here with 2 minutes left over here on the East Coast. Okay, that's what we're doing. That is what we're doing. All right, so Happy New Year coming up to all my East Coast folks, but Lord of mercy, I'm tired. Okay,
Bob said we have a whole hour here in CST. That's your
Right.
problem, not ours.
Right.
Let me see here. I forgot what I was going to say something. And we've covered a lot to it. We've only been on here just a little over an hour and a half. So we have been through some stuff. We was moving. Coffee is Brewing says, stay up with us, Native. You know what I'm going to do? I don't know what Native going to do, but when I'm done this live, I'm going to go and I got a choice of wines because my niece went to the liquor store and got us cases of stuff. And then my nephew turned around and came back over and got a case of blueberry wine. Y'all, it is now 12 o'clock a.m. here in the East Coast. And here at the Legacy Moon Show and at the Native Tribe Urban Media Show, no matter what platform we are on, we wish you a happy new year. Okay, 2026. I could not find my fireworks, so this is the best I got. I know we've been sitting up here with Native listening to his fireworks in the background, but here y'all go. We're going to do it one more again and let it play. Happy New Year to Moonlighters. Happy New Year to the Moonlighters. Happy New Year's to the tribe. Many, many, many more to come. And we hope that you rock with us through 2026. Okay?
Let me tell
With
y'all
this your
something.
new year.
Let me tell y'all something. If y'all go back and listen to the birthday song, the one line that I wrote, the one line that I wrote that stands out to me, because every time I write something, I'm always trying to find a line that stick out. But I want y'all to remember this. In that song, I said, the devil tried to get rid of me, but baby, I'm still here. It is 2026, y'all, and y'all rocking with us. That means that y'all are still here, okay? So that means that whatever happened in 2025, leave it in 2025. It's 2026. We about to start some new shit. We about to do some, we about to do some new shit.
You see V's comment.
That's what I'm laughing at.
I know you were.
It's not what I said, Lenore. Okay, it's not what I said. Damn it. But listen. We still here, y'all. We are still here. So that means that whatever you didn't accomplish in 2025, whatever you whatever you weren't able to get completed, we still here. We still got time. We are still living. We are still breathing. We are still above ground, and it's an opportunity for us to get better. It's an opportunities for us to be better, right? Build better relationships. Reach out to people that we ain't heard from in a while. We got opportunities to do all that. Today is January the 1st, man. I love y'all. I love you, okay? And Villanor, you too. I'm coming to your show, Villanor. Coming to your show. I am. But happy New Year, everybody. That's my bottom line. All right.
Yes. Happy New Year to you. And many, many, many more, and a special Happy New Year to you too, Native. And many, many more to you. Is this between your house and my house? I swear, this is ridiculous.
Look, I am so over these people, and Smokey is over these people, and
What's Smokey doing? Just running around? I can't believe the dogs aren't barking. They must be asleep or something.
Nah, Smokey don't really run around like that. What she'll do whenever they do these fireworks like this is she'll sit there and look like she will look at like apprehensive. You know what I'm saying? Like she be looking like she's trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. So that's what she does. Like if there's no like running around and no shit like that, she just be looking like, what the fuck are y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of thing. So
my cats never woke up. They just was sleep. That was daytime to sleep, and they never woke up. So, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. The sky. Oh, I was about to say, look, that's somebody's car light flashing. I was getting ready to say the whole outside's lit up, but somebody's car headlights. All right. Michi 3, how are you feeling? Are you the one who told me you took Theraflu, whatever? Yeah, was that you? I can't remember if that was you. I hope you're feeling better. Yeah, it was you, because you said you was gonna stay up with us. You said you was gonna stay up with us tonight. Oh my goodness. All right. So now that we have been all serious and stuff for the new year, I can't wait a minute. Why Leo lady? I swear it sounds like you are in Beirut somewhere, Native. My God.
man, this shit over here, yo. This shit over here, man.
Rossi said, I'm over it. Honest to goodness, I want to get up under the desk every time. God, dog.
These motherfuckers. And then I live, and then the neighborhood I'm in, it's like all these like, I don't know, all these weirdos live like 3 streets over. It's just, they be riding around the neighborhood in doom buggies with no shirts on and shit. It's just nigga, put a shirt on, man. It's like 40 degrees out here. What you doing?
And you know this mess is gonna be going on tomorrow. Well, I'll just say on the moon where I'm at, folks be out there with their own little private things, shooting stuff off, not knowing what they doing. So this goes on all well into the next
And now they got some bullshit now that's making some noises I ain't never heard before.
day.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
I hear it.
I have no idea what that is. I have no idea what this shit is. This is why I could never move to Beirut.
Oh, the finale. That sound like the finale coming up.
This is why I can never move to Beirut. Like for real, I could never live. This shit be on my nerve for real. Like y'all niggas crazy. So
Yeah.
that's why I don't go nowhere. That's why I don't go nowhere on New Year's Eve. That's why I don't go nowhere.
Oh shoot. This dog scared the shit out of me. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so we're gonna get into this body cam. Y'all check this out. Why Native? No, let me talk to you, Native. You know these folks talking about they're gonna collect a GoFundMe for me for some bed rails.
Oh.
Since I keep falling out of the bed. It be your own people.
I mean, that sounds like a good thing. I don't know. I don't understand the problem with that.
Mistress Monica says, Happy New Year, y'all. I'm on a green belt, so I'm at the point blank range of the fireworks, and I'm dog sitting. Oh, poor dog. Yeah, mine's too busy trying. Oh, she looking out the window now. Too busy trying to steal something off my bed. But anyway, y'all, let's get into this body cam that we got from Native. Bible Lady said, Yep, GoFundMe coming soon. I actually know someone that could build you some. Oh gosh, I think that's so funny because my sister had said that too. She said, You need bed rails. Especially when I had a little drink the other night. But I know I'm gonna get me a nice glass of wine when we get up off of here, okay? Nice glass. So y'all, let's play this body cam. It was selected by Native Tribe Urban Media. He sent me this, so if y'all don't like it, tell him. Okay? All complaints go to Native Tribe Urban Media. You can inbox him. Yeah. Share my screen. Okay, here we go, y'all.
She was throwing stuff at us and calling us N-word. And that's the f***ing problem.
Stop. Do not fight me. Put your hands behind
I'm not going to put my hands against it. I'm not going to fight anybody.
And this came because, you know, he had watched the coverage on Susan Lawrence, and, you know, then this body cam pops up. So here we are. And this body cam is from March the 29th of 2025, and this comes from Midwest Safety.
Do not fight me, or I'm going to put you on the ground. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Listen, shut up.
No, you stop talking.
Okay, shut up. I get it. These kids are not the problem here.
Come on.
Wait. No, stop.
This is not going to go well for you. You're going to go
stop
to my
right
car.
here, please. Are you serious? Why? All right. Do you hear that they're laughing? Like,
I don't
why?
care. You're out here beating up little kids. Give me a
I'm
break.
not beating up little kids.
Give me a break.
I'm not beating up little kids.
Stop.
I'm not beating up little kids. Look at this little backside.
See, and this is what I'm saying.
Look at her.
Get in the car.
Happily. This is the fucking, oh my God.
I'll talk to you in a minute. So tell me what happened.
Okay, look at her right here with the purple on. She pushed her down. She calling them.
And then she pushed the little girl down. Wait a minute, hey,
let me tell you. Because the girl.
Hold on, guys, give me a second. Here's what we have to do, so that way we get everything straight. I've got more officers coming. We're gonna talk to everybody one at a time, okay? You guys cool with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah, let's all talk over here, guys. You break out my window, you're getting a felony charge. You understand that?
You're real.
Can I just say that in case anybody's confused, this woman was out there pushing down and fighting with little bitty, as you can see their size, black kids, calling them niggers and whatnot. And this guy whose channel this is, he doesn't usually start his videos out like this, so I find this very interesting that he did it like this.
Hard ass. Hear that?
Do you understand?
Now you're what, 21?
No.
What? You're 22.
No, I'm 35.
Oh, hard ass. Oh.
What happened, sweetheart?
Riding my bike and my brother.
Where were you riding your bike at?
On the other side there.
Over on Orange?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then she came up to me and pushed me off.
So you were just riding your bike and she just pushed you off willy-nilly?
And then she was trying to touch me.
This is where you better have a gun, because you push my child off her bike. I don't think I can wait until the police get there. How about you, Native?
Let me just say this. I did select this video because Susan Lawrence kind of triggered me to think about how these things happen and how they escalate. Because whether we want to talk about it or not, there is a certain level of hate that white people have for black children. I want y'all to think in your collective black history brains, how many things have happened to children in this country in the name of hate, right? And when we look at it, it's just inherent that there is just, and the other thing, when you all watch this, I want you all to pay attention to the fact that this lady cannot tell you what happened. That the story of what happened comes from everybody else but her, okay? It might be because she's inebriated, but also I believe that there's a little bit of hiding it because she don't want to say that she hates black children. But y'all just pay that some attention. But no, I'm not about to sit up and let nobody mess with me. I'm telling you, it ain't got to be my kids, okay? It ain't got to be my kids. I'm just saying, shit, I'm gonna go off regardless. So, nah, this shit is crazy. This shit is crazy, y'all.
Yeah.
36, if you could step it up. She's trying to break out my window. Give me just a second, guys.
Oh, you think you're getting somewhere?
Stop!
No!
Stop!
Don't let me
Stop!
give me a minute!
No!
No!
You need to stop. Act like a grown-up.
I'm
How old are
trying
you?
to. How old are you?
How old are you?
I'm your age.
Okay, then you need to start acting like
give
it.
me a minute to act like your age.
Okay, then I'm telling you, sit in the back of this car, relax, and I will come talk to you.
You're giving all these children a minute.
Correct, because they're the alleged victims, so you need to relax. You need to relax.
I was on their side. I was on their side.
You need to relax. I will come talk to you and get everything figured out, but right now you need to relax and act like an adult.
That's not fair.
Do you understand?
No, I don't. I have children.
I am trying to talk to them to get everything set.
They don't. Please.
Okay, I'll stand with her.
Please.
All right, so what's going on? Explain it to me. I want you to take 5 deep breaths.
Oh, take 5 deep breaths.
Take 5 deep breaths.
Clear 10-3, I've got units here, thank you. Sorry.
I'm trying to get my bike back, but she was like.
Did she, take your bike?
She pushed me off the bike and I was trying to grab it, but she was trying to touch me.
Okay.
Did she put her hands around your neck? That's what Tom said. Did she was choking you?
Did she choke you out?
I think she was trying.
So she put her hands around your neck. Do you remember that, or did she just grab your chest or your arms?
She put one of her hands around my neck.
On the front or the back?
I think on the side. Then she pushed
On
me
the
out.
side?
Then she pushed me off my bike. These kids are literally all that we have as all that we have as what's given to them. Look around. Right? Fucking straight up these kids have tried every moment that I've had to say the word they have said they have tried my life, and yes, I have kids.
They've tried her to call them a nigger. They've tried her. You know how many times you try me, native, for me to call you a nigga? Do you realize that? This is unbelievable. They tried her.
First
Now,
of all,
this looks like an area where children play.
can I
Why?
just can I say
Uh-huh.
can
Go
I say
ahead.
this? I call everybody a
Mm.
nigga. Okay? I call everybody.
You do, to be
I
fair.
call everybody. I call everybody a nigga. Pastor, first lady, deacons, the man down at the Publix, the man at the Publix deli, the lady at the seafood counter at Publix, the lady at the post office that helped me mail a package to my mom. I call everybody a nigga. Okay, that I have to be excluded from that question. Okay, because I literally I call everybody a nigga. Okay, white people, Hispanic people, everybody. I call it, okay. Call it a toxic trait. And no, I'm not working on that for 2026. Okay. I'm good with it. Okay. I'm good. If y'all was niggas in 2025, you're gonna be niggas in 2026. Okay. I'm just saying. That's just me. Anyway, Dr. Charles asked a very interesting question. Dr. Charles said, when do you think that the hatred for black children started? There has been a hatred of black children since black children were being born in the United States. It's inherent that they hate black children because of the potential of black children. When you realize that Edgar Hoover, right, said that the Black Panthers Breakfast for Children program was the most dangerous program and threat to national security, right? We're talking about feeding black children is a threat to the United States security. That's what he said. This was the director of the FBI who identified that if you feed and nourish black children, they will grow up to be unbroken, they will grow up to be powerful, and they will grow up to take what? Over, right?
Mhm.
So when you have broken adults, there's nothing they can do.
Right.
When you have strong, nourished children, oh, that's a threat. That is a threat, Dr. Charles. So I believe that it happened a long time ago that it's been ingrained and passed down that you treat black children like shit, so that way they know their place. That way,
Mhm.
they know where they're supposed to be in this society. You treat black children like shit, so that way they don't realize that they're kings. You treat black little girls like they shit, so that way they don't realize that they're queens and that they can do anything and that they can accomplish anything. You treat them like that in order to keep them down. That's the best possible way, because broken children grow up to be broken adults.
Right. Right.
J. Edgar Hoover, I'm sorry, it's late. Southside Shutdown. I'm sorry, it's J. Edgar Hoover. I fucked that up, like Simone.
I knew you was talking about, and I figured everybody else would too.
I'm going back to my corner now.
Them folks wants to know, is she drunk or a nut job?
She's not a nut job. She's not a nut job. She's an entitled, racist ass, drunk ass. I mean, listen, y'all. This lady right here, you can tell what she does when she's not on a cop cam. You can just tell. You can tell who she is when there's not a cop cam around. You can tell who she is. And again, the reason why I say she's not a nut job and can say it so confidently is because she is doing exactly what I told y'all white women like to do. Is they like to use white tears. Notice that she goes from being enraged to crying, enraged to crying, because she knows that in her white world, one of those is going to work.
Yeah.
Being enraged or crying is going to work. That is what white women do all the fucking time. Go to damn Target's customer service, and that's all you gonna see is enraged white women or crying white women. One of the two. So that's how that shit works. And if you watch this video, that's exactly what she is doing. So no, she's not a nut job, because a nut job would know to use those tactics.
Yeah. And she's also halfway low key broken out into a chorus of "I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way." She has done that. You know,
Listen,
there.
but here's the problem I have with that, Legacy. I'm glad you said that. The problem I have with that is that for whatever reason, white folks still think that they have to be our saviors.
Right.
She is going to exhibit this savior complex momentarily. Okay.
Mhm. Yep. Here we go, y'all.
Oh,
I have kids that are their age.
Real quick, Prima Wanda, yes, that's true. Ayn Rand. Ayn Rand was very racist. Okay, that's all I want to say. Okay.
So yes, you're right. I'm not scared to say the word n- because my kids grow up in these streets.
But she was calling them, and she was calling me up about that thing.
Do you guys know this lady at all? No. Never. We just all came from her birthday party that we just left from.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what happened today?
I know you're looking at me like I'm crazy, but like oh my God, I can't.
I'm sorry. This is bothering me. And this bothered me before. I don't understand what her kids growing up in the world, her having little kids, have to do with her saying the word nigger. I don't get that. That's number one. And that's number two. Number two thing, I was looking around and I couldn't help but notice that all I see is black people. Why is she there? They're there because it looks like that's where they belong. It looks like they're not out of place. She's the only thing that I see that does not fit in
Hey,
this
Legacy,
picture.
Legacy Simone,
Yes.
if you were in 1853 and you went out on a plantation, what would you see?
Black
How,
folks.
how many black folks would you see?
A lot of black folks.
How many white people would you see?
A few.
Okay. So what I'm saying is that what I'm getting at here is that the answer to your question is that white people always feel like they have to oversee us. They feel like they always have to surveil us. They feel like they have to always monitor what we're doing, right? And so when you think about what she's saying, not only does she have a savior complex, but she also has a plantation complex where she feels like she has to be the overseer and the watcher to make sure that these niggers and nigglets ain't up to no good. They deputize themselves in that way. They make themselves little faux deputies so that they can be out here and monitor these children and as she's about to say, try to guide them and save them.
She ain't got no white kids to guide and save where she live.
She doesn't feel like white children need guidance or saving
They're
because
the ones.
because they're white. She doesn't feel like they need guidance or saving. We are the ones. We are the savages. We are the bottom of the barrel. We are the low rung. That's who we are to them. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, why would you feel the need to monitor them? Because you don't feel like you all need to be monitored.
Right. Right. Oh, look, we got Chanel Heslop in the chat. She says, Happy New Year. Been waiting on you for the last 7 hours. Happy New Year's to you too, Chanel Heslop, all the way from South Africa.
Chanel Heslop, do y'all eat red beans and rice on New Year's? Or not new, I'm sorry, black eyed peas. I don't know why I say red beans and rice. Probably because it lives in my brain. But
yes.
Do y'all eat black eyed peas, Chanel Heslop? Because Lord have mercy, I'm eating some right now, and Lord have mercy.
Do y'all have to have black eyed peas and you got to have the peas, the pork, and the greens? Do y'all do that? Is that just us?
Is that just us? Because I can't come to South Africa if y'all ain't got no black eyed peas. I'm sorry.
Just a little fun fact. Y'all know that is handed down through hoodoo. Just as long, I know some people don't know that, but yeah, that's where those traditions come from. A lot of the things you do in your home, you don't realize how adjacent it is to hoodoo. Anyway, let's get back into
They used to have the beans in their hair. They used to have the beans in their hair when it came to America.
Rice, yeah. Chanel Heslop said, yes, we have, but it's, wait, what did she say? Oh my gosh, where'd it go? Oh, she says, yes, we have, but it's not a New Year's tradition.
That's fine.
Okay.
I can come. I can still come.
Dr. Charles says there is a myth that prison planners use third grade reading scores of black children to predict the number of future prison beds needed. I never heard that myth before.
Yeah, I've heard that.
But you have? You said you
Mhm.
have heard
Yeah,
that?
I've heard that.
Oh wow. I've never heard that before.
Yeah,
Probably because I stay clear of anything math related.
well, the problem with that theory is that the testing itself has been notoriously bad. So if you're going to base anything off of scores from United States school system testing, you're going to have some fucked up shit planned out. You know what I mean? For-profit prisons have just become a thing. And what was real, Dr. Charles, was the fact that there were judges who were sentencing black
Yes.
people to harsher sentences in order to meet a quota for the public prisons. Now that did happen. So, but yeah, I've heard that, Legacy Moon. I heard that a long time ago.
It's all, but now I do know that quota for the private
Mhm.
was also done for juveniles as well, because a lot of them were privatized, and that was done for them as
Mhm.
well. Yeah. So, all right, y'all, let's get back into it.
They're like, these kids are like, they're just like, oh, they're terrorists.
What do they do today?
I pay money, taxes, and all the things. Like, trust me, I've gone to jail. You can look me up. I know that it's not a You can look me up, Alexander. Like, you can look me up in Collier County. Like, you can see it. Like, I've been to jail in Collier County. Like, it's not a shame. But these kids.
What do they do to you today, or what happened?
Today, they just literally, it was like you know, you have kids. Do you have kids?
I do.
All right, who's next? Who can I talk to next? You called?
I'm the one that called.
Okay, perfect. Let's talk over here real quick. What'd you see?
Not much. All I seen was the kids were running from the park. You could see she was throwing stuff. She was chasing them. And then they got to this corner and turned, and then she's walking back. That little girl was riding her bike, and that lady just walks up and pushes her off the bike, pushes her to the ground and everything. And then at that moment, I called 911 because you're not going to assault a minor.
Right.
And then my mom went over there to try to defuse the situation and everything.
Okay.
Can you please just like
I'm gonna wait for a female officer to get here, and
That's
then we're
fine,
gonna
but
do that.
can you just unhook them for like a second, like a little bit, unhook them a little bit, because I literally cannot think straight without like the fact that like these kids,
Okay.
they have,
Give me a second.
they have, which I get it, like they're made to think that like they're all to be blamed for like everything's racist
Okay.
and everything, it's all race, and I get it, I do, but like I'm not the one,
Why? So what happened today?
Today I can't. Can you just pinch my nose? Like, this is crazy.
Want me to get you a tissue or something?
Yeah, just grab my shirt and grab my nose. Just grab my shirt and grab my nose. No. Yeah. And grab my nose. Grab my nose.
Legacy Moon.
Okay.
All right. So now tell me.
First of all, ew. Okay, that's fine.
Yes, ew.
Second of all, you see how accommodating, even though this woman has been accused of choking a child and pushing a child off a bike. Do you see how accommodating they are?
Mm-hmm.
But
By
yet
another white woman, too.
But when we get pulled over for traffic stops, are they ever this accommodating to us? When we talk about how tight our handcuffs are, when we say, can you like pull my shirt up? Can you pull my shirt down? No. This man literally blew her nose for her.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I just want y'all to see in real time that even in situations like this, the police still have a certain bias about them.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, you're right.
If she would have been black, do you think that he would have went through all that so she could blow her nose? Absolutely
Nope.
not.
Not at all. Not at all. But she needs the cuffs off so she can think straight. And you know, I don't know what these black children have to do with paying taxes, you know. So that goes to show you she's crazy. And who was that? Them folks said she's drunk, high, racist, having a psychotic break. Take her on out of here.
Mm-hmm.
All the above. All the above. But you are right about that. They do, they do cater to them as
Mm-hmm.
opposed to how they do us when we're arrested and sitting behind before we even get in the patrol car. Because there have been times when women now don't get me wrong, I would not help somebody pull their skirt down as a male officer. I just wouldn't do it. I don't think it's wise. But at the same time, I'm sure that's my thinking. I don't think it's wise, but I'm sure that's not their thinking. They just ain't gonna do it because it's us. That's just all. That's period.
I don't understand, like, all these kids are, like, out here, like there's nothing that can face them. Like, there's nothing that can go wrong. And, like, I grew up in Naples, Florida, where, like, honestly, nothing can really go wrong. But, like, everything can really go wrong. And I came up to these, I did.
You came up to these kids?
I came up to these kids, and I was like, look, like, I'm not gonna pretend like I'm, like, something safe to you, like, because is not safe. Like, people are not what they claim to be. And, like, I need you to know that.
Listen, if I did it, y'all gonna get me. Period. So it's time for them to get got. And I'm not gonna, like, especially by her being a little girl. What are you guys, neighbors? No, don't know her from a can of paint.
So you approach them just to talk to them?
I approached them like can be wrong.
Do you know these kids?
I don't know these kids. No, I don't know these kids.
Okay. And you just wanted to tell them, like,
I
what?
just wanted to make a stance, or like I just wanted to, like, make them know that, like, things are not always what they seem. Like, things are not always what they seem. And, like, if your mom is telling you, like, everything's right, like, these kids literally came up to me like I was their best friend, and I was like, I'm not your best friend. Like,
oh, so they approached you to talk with you?
Well, I mean, I'm not saying that they approached me. These are, like, really bad.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay, listen. So I want you to listen to me. You were kicking this window earlier. If that happens again, we're gonna tie you.
I won't kick any windows. I won't.
We're gonna get you out. We're gonna check your handcuffs.
I can come out.
Yes, you can step out and we'll check the handcuffs.
What's your name?
Alexandra.
Andra?
I don't want to make problems for anybody, but these kids.
Can you put your chest against my truck here?
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm gonna check your handcuffs, okay?
These kids, they just don't know the problems that are, like, wrong in their community.
Just one more time, walk me through from the moment you saw to the moment I got here. What happened?
These kids don't know what's wrong in their community. Oh Lord, why is this lady out? Are these pajamas? Oh my God. Anyway, what's supposedly wrong with their community? That's what I want to know.
But Legacy Moon, that's the savior complex. See, you don't know what's wrong with your community, so therefore I know what's wrong, and therefore, come, little black children, let me choke you, push you off your bikes, and tell you what's wrong with your community.
But here's the thing. If it's something wrong with my community, what you gonna do to fix it? I mean, I'm just curious. What's her solution?
Legacy Moon, they don't come with solutions. These stupid motherfuckers don't come with solutions. That was one of the things I told you about Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby was so quick to point out what was wrong with black people, but provided zero answers as to how to fix the damn thing that he was saying. She's not here. And the same thing with Clandis Owens. Clandis Owens is quick to point out what's wrong with black folks, but ain't offering now a solution. Racists don't give a fuck about fixing shit. They only want to point at the problem, right? Ain't nobody going to Home Depot to try to find out how to fix anything when you racist. No, all your job is to see is to say, see. That's all they want to do is see. That's what's wrong with you. Look at you. Listen to your rap music. See, got your pants halfway down. See, you got your bonnets on. See, but nobody's ever offering any solutions. So she ain't got no solutions. They don't come with solutions. They don't. That is not their purpose. Their purpose is only to point at us and point out everything that's wrong with us.
You know, so they are being treated like exhibits without being in a place where they're exhibited. Why is she treating them like exhibits? Like this is what's wrong with your community, and it needs to be pointed out. And
Mhm.
like you said, they don't come with solutions. So
Because again, when you are the dominant one, everything else is an exhibit to you. You see what I'm saying? When you are the one that owns everything, when your uncle is the one that started this business over here, or your granddad is the one that handed you down your house, you can point to everybody else and say, "How come you ain't got no property?"
or
Uh,
when you have a house that was built by your grandfather or great grandfather on land that they stole from our people.
correct, correct,
Yeah.
and that you feel empowered and entitled to look back and say, "How come you ain't do it? Pull yourself up by your bootstraps when you ain't even got a pair of boots."
Right.
You was handed ruby
Right.
slippers, but you want to tell everybody else to pull themselves up by their bootstraps.
Right.
That's what they do. So no, she's on point. She's on par for what she's supposed to be doing as a racist white lady.
Yeah. Hey, did you know Say minored in Black Studies from SFSU? Did you
I
know
didn't.
that?
I didn't know that,
Hmm.
but I love Say for that. Okay, I love.
Yeah.
I love Say for that. I love some Black studies, and yeah, shout out to Say for that shit because that's needed. Black studies are needed. Trust me.
Yeah. I had considered that. But things just went a different way for me. So I wasn't able to. Okay. Let's listen to Pajama Lady again.
So we were all just chilling at home, and then we seen this
Were
lady.
you outside or inside?
We were outside.
Okay,
We were
outside.
all like chilling outside, and then we seen the kids running from the park.
Okay.
We could see her chasing them. What caught my eye was she was trying to get like a branch from a tree that's out here.
Okay.
She couldn't get it, so she continued chasing the kids. He ends up yelling at the kids to like go home. They're running, she's chasing them. And then they turn this corner, lost her for a bit, and then we see her walking back. They're being kids and following her thinking it's fun. But the little girl was on her bike, not even bugging this girl, and she just comes up and pushes her off the bike. And then she's off the bike, she grabs the bike, and then like pushes the girl and everything.
Wait, so she just pushed the girl, or did she choke her? Because we're hearing that might have happened.
So from what I see, she pushed the girl. There was a bunch of kids and everything, so I couldn't see everything because I was across the street.
Okay.
He was there from the beginning.
So what'd you see?
I went in the store to get change and that happened.
At the grocery store right there?
Yeah.
All right.
That bullshit happened.
Okay, so what exactly did you see?
I watched her chase all them boys.
Can we edit him out?
Wow.
This nigga added nothing to the damn. I went in the store and this shit happened.
Well, yeah, at first when he had walked up and said, "I want to press charges," I thought that was like her daddy. But like he's just some guy.
This nigga contribution to this whole shit, y'all. I walked in the store and I came out and this shit happened. Can we edit him out? Is there an edit button
Okay.
that we can edit this nigga out? Lord have mercy. I just walked in and this shit happened. Really?
So these folks is, is cutting up.
Listen,
Make Beauty Forever said, "What bullshit, sir?"
right, exactly.
Michi 3 said, "Where is his bra?" Southside Chi-Town said he's high as fuck. Them folks said I said the same thing as soon as he opened his mouth.
This nigga need to be edited out of this video. Now we having a very serious conversation right now. And this motherfucker come up. I walked in the store, I walked out, and this shit happened.
I want to press charges. Sir, any of those your kids? Eyes just as red.
This shit here.
We're
This year,
trying to be
look,
serious.
look, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm gonna tell you this right now. If y'all ain't never seen this before, don't pay this nigga no attention. Okay, pay attention to what everybody else saying except him. Okay, because the police, for whatever reason, just randomly talking to random ass people for some reason. But yo, just watch this nigga. This nigga here is
He was. I came out this stove. So in other words, sir, you weren't here.
this shit happened. I'm gonna go to Nesto. I'm gonna go to Nesto trial, and I'm gonna hop on the witness list for Nesto. This shit happened. Okay, Sean Hoover. This shit happened.
This shit right here.
This shit right here.
Blue Sapphire, thank you so much for the member milestone. There was no note attached. So if you want to put in the chat what you intended, because I know sometimes that might happen. But she has been a member for 9 months. Shout out to you, Blue Sapphire. Thank you for the member milestone. And thank you for supporting the platform.
Stroke it, baby. Stroke it, baby. Work it, baby. Work it, baby. Stroke it. There is something I want you to
Lose yourself. Okay. All right. Native. No more ponytail set. I thought that was Nick Ashford. You know what? No more ponytails.
You thought he was solid as a rock? That's what you thought?
He saw it as a rock, all right. More like looking for a rock.
He's high on some rocks.
Oh my gosh, he is giving Nick Ashford. All right, y'all. This is serious now, y'all. Come on. All right, here we go.
It call them.
Okay. What else happened?
I watched her do that.
But what physical? What did you see physical happen?
I seen a stick or something get thrown.
She threw a stick at them?
Something.
Okay. Did you see who specifically she threw it at, or was it just kind of the group as a whole?
Hey, which one of y'all she threw that stick at?
She was throwing it at the group of them, all of them.
Okay.
She was throwing it
at all of them? Okay. So did you see the girl get pushed off her bike?
That there, I did not see.
No worries, no worries.
But I believe it did happen.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Did you see anything else happen after that?
No.
The lady showed me and the little girl and the
Native.
I didn't see that, but I believe it did happen. Okay.
She threw. Hey. Which
one of y'all had the stick thrown at her? I ain't see it, but I believe it happened.
Oh my God, you can't make this up.
I do believe that it happened. Which one of y'all, nigga, why are they talking to you?
We was up here trying to have some serious commentary, and then they bring this nigga on. God, dog it.
boy, and we're calling them.
So she just out of the blue just shoved it.
Yeah. All right.
Wait, them folks says this reminds me of Woody testifying at Young Thug. Did you have an issue with so and so coming to the party? Oh wow.
Here, have a seat in here, okay?
But can you please take this? I just want you to take, give me a little bit of, I already loosened them.
Have a seat in there. We're going to figure everything out. If you explain to us what happened after we talk with them, then we'll be able to help you out with that, possibly.
They're like...
Have a seat. Push up.
Big step up. Big step.
There you go.
There we go.
Keep explaining to me. Keep explaining to me what happened.
Really suck.
Well, I want you to explain to Officer Fukunaga.
No, she doesn't want to hear.
No,
Yes,
I
she
wasn't
does.
here.
No, she doesn't.
I do. I wasn't here. So can you tell me from the beginning what happened?
These are kids. Look at that girl. Look at that girl right there.
She's a kid.
Everybody's giving her all of the benefit of the doubt, right?
Okay.
She's 12.
Was she the instigator? Is that
I'm not going to sit here and say that the 12-year-old is the I'm not going to say.
Is this yours?
I'm asked that.
Okay, this is hers, and here is her cell phone.
So what happened?
But look at her. Like she's 12. So if I were to sit here and say that she was the investigator, would you give that all of the investigation?
No, I'm asking you what happened. I'm just asking.
Can I
what happened.
please just?
I can't take them off.
Can you just loosen them?
I already did loosen them.
She racist.
Well, clearly.
She confused on another child.
Okay. Who'd she touch?
She pushed her against the gate.
Her? What happened?
Me and her was just going back to her house.
Who's her?
Me, Yadira.
Oh,
My name's
okay.
Yadira.
Okay. Hi.
So we were going back to my house, and then the lady was chasing the little kids.
What was she saying?
I don't know if she's drunk.
Okay, just screaming.
She's drunk.
Okay.
So usually when people are drunk, I don't mess with people that are drunk.
Yeah.
We're laughing, but we're laughing at something else. She's like, oh, you think it's funny, da da da, and we're over here saying, we're not laughing at you, and then out of nowhere, she sees her laughing and she pushes her to the gate.
What gate?
This exact gate, but on the other side of the
But on the Orange Avenue side? Okay. All right. And she just pushed you for no reason?
Yeah.
How old are you?
13.
13. Okay.
My kids are the same age as these kids.
Yeah.
That girl in the purple, right there.
Yeah.
She gets to grow up, right?
Okay.
She gets to grow up with kids who deal with like kids who like we get to go to sleep at night with like the fact that like this is like a factor of like what we're dealing with. It's disgusting to me.
Yeah.
It's disgusting to me. Like the color of their skin have no business.
I still don't understand how the kids got involved with you.
The kids, how the kids got involved, or these kids don't have anybody who give a
And that's all you've been telling me. I need to
and
actually
that's
know
all that like I care about. Like,
okay, you have the right to remain silent. Alexandra, do you understand that?
Can you please like?
Here's what's happening, okay? Go ahead and slide in a little bit
You
for
have
me.
no kids. You have no
Slide in a little
heart.
bit for me,
like,
okay? I want to explain your charges to you, okay? Just slide in for
What
me.
are my charges?
I'd like to explain it to you, but I need you to slide in a little bit, okay? Yeah, that's fine. I just need you to slide in a little bit for me, okay? Can you do that?
No.
Okay, so if you don't do
So
that,
I
I'm
would
going
love
to
for
charge
you to push me in. I want to talk to you.
Okay, I'm done talking with you. So
You have not talked to me at all.
I've talked to you enough. I'm done.
You haven't talked to me at all.
So here's your charges, okay? You're getting 2 counts of child abuse, disorderly intox, and resisting without violence, okay? Do you have any questions for me?
Yes.
Yeah, what are your questions?
Why am I being charged with anything
Well, we tried to get your
involving
side
a
of this
child?
because you pushed one child and you pushed another child against the fence.
Do you
So-
have proof?
Yes, I have witnesses.
Where can I see proof? I've
Sure, we'll
never.
be on your PCA. Slide in for me.
Are you going to push me?
I will if I need to, so I'm going to need you to slide in for me.
But I have not touched a child. I've not once touched a child.
Would you mind sliding in for me?
I will if I have to, but I
You
haven't.
do have to.
You know, no, but he's pushing. He's putting hands on me. I haven't touched him.
You've been resisting. Just slide in.
No, this is
There you go.
Alexandra, come towards me.
There you go.
Sit towards me. There you go.
This is not. This is not right. You know this isn't right. No way. No way.
Ma'am, we're trying not to use any additional force on you, okay? You do understand that if you keep this behavior up, we will have to put your feet in a tie.
I would rather do that preventatively if we could.
You just want to do it now? Yeah. Okay.
What I can't understand is who are we supposed to believe? All of the children who were witnesses, the adults, well, all the ones who made sense, witnesses. Who are we supposed to believe? All of them who are telling the same consistent story, or you who says, I would never touch a child. You're just going to believe them? Yeah. You might have thought that white privilege and tears was going to get you out of this one, but apparently for once, for us, for justice, it did not work, okay?
Can I just say this?
Mm-hmm.
The back of that police car probably stank.
Why is that, Native?
Look. So you think that she clean and she smell good right now?
I ain't
Is that
say
what you're
that,
saying?
but
Okay, well then, why are you asking me why?
because you ignorant.
Okay, I bet the back of that car is funky right now, and when they close the door, it's only gonna get worse. That's all I really have to say, and I ain't got nothing else to say.
Okay, all right.
This is for your safety and to prevent any further damage
Oh,
to
they
any
hobbling her.
property or any further charge.
Just need to
You
slide
hold
your feet in for me.
yourselves accountable.
And the seatbelts, did you remove the seatbelt?
I removed the seatbelt before putting this on. You want me to click it back?
Yeah.
Okay, I can do that from the other side.
Young man, I gotta give you one of these.
What's wrong with you?
Just relax.
What's wrong with you?
Just relax.
No, what's wrong?
Just relax.
What's wrong
Over
with
here.
you?
Nothing's
You
wrong
know
with
that
me.
what your colleague is doing is wrong.
No? No?
Yes, you do.
There you go.
Here, take my
All right.
lap. Like, it's fine. Your colleague is wrong. You guys are wrong. I haven't done anything.
Can we have enough witnesses to show that you have?
What?
There's a different kind of danger when abuse happens in public because it means the person doing it isn't afraid of witnesses. This wasn't a private meltdown caught at a bad moment. This is someone willing to strike children, spit slurs in front of people, and daring anyone to intervene. That tells you right there was no line left to respect, not even with an audience watching. And every second this dragged on taught those kids something about power, fear, and who's allowed to lose control. Kids don't just hear slurs, they feel the weight of adults choosing this behavior while everyone watches. It imprints and rewires what normal looks like to these kids. I've learned that children who witness public abuse are significantly more likely to normalize violence and repeat it later in life. So this wasn't just stopping a scene, it was stopping a lesson before it followed these kids home and grew up with them.
This suspect, Alexandra, was charged with 2 counts of child abuse, resisting without violence, and disorderly intoxication. She is innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law.
I'm gonna have to check on
Man who
check on into Alexandra's case. Very, very interesting. That was a good video, Native. Really was. Appreciate that.
Again, they hate our children, y'all. They hate our children.
Right.
They do. And they show it to us over and over. This ain't just me talking at what time is it? At
12:51.
At 12:51 on New Year's Day 2026. That's not just me talking. They have proven it over and over again. Look at the stories that come out in the news about the teacher having the kids act like they're slaves, or the teachers calling them monkeys and all this other stuff. They show us all the time, and have since we've been here. They hate our children. That's why we have to love our children. We have to love on them and keep them safe and teach them who they are and all those good things, because if we're counting on other people to do it, it's not going to happen. Malcolm X said, "Why would you let an enemy teach your child?"
Mm-hmm.
That's
Right.
real. That is
It
real.
is real. It is real. Even with, like you had that one teacher, I think this year was the one teacher who came up. Not only did we have the one, singing the inappropriate songs or whatever, then we had the one who she did something that was derogatory toward the Native Americans during a lesson. And one of the kids, see, thank goodness for cell phones. And I guess because I didn't grow up with one, they didn't have that tool back then. I'm against them carrying them in school and stuff like that. But now I'm kind of glad that they do, because we are catching an awful lot of stuff that we might not have known about, because these kids have cell phones and they're right there in the classroom. So I am glad for that, because we get a lot of things and we are informed of a lot of things because of that. So I am glad for that. And another thing, I am glad that the Moonlighters and the tribe did it with us again for another new year. They was with us while we bought in the new year. Now, even though I wanted to hide up under the table because, of all the situations going on at Native's house, I'm still happy that I was able to bring in the new year with all of you. Okay? How about you, Native?
Look, listen.
Look, if you don't quit eating, you are tearing that food up.
You out here giving New Year's speeches and shit. Okay. Which is a perfect cover for me to eat these damn red beans and rice. Okay. I'm sorry. Black-eyed peas. Damn it. Why do you keep saying red beans and rice? Anyway, the black eyed peas are hidden. I got some cornbread.
Mm-hmm.
They got some turkey necks in them. Okay.
Oh, sounds good.
Yeah, and so I'm almost done, and then you come in with, okay, what about you, Native? God dog it. I got like one piece of cornbread left. Lord have mercy. This is good. So I do want to, again, express my gratitude for a great 2025. You all made me feel so good last year. So 2026, y'all, let's take it up to another level. All right. Let's take it to a level that other people can't reach. Because I feel like in 2025, we was on a level that everybody was trying to copy. You know, we come out here and people copy my thumbnails and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Fire.
We are here. You know, we got folks copying my thumbnails. They taking shit that I say and they saying it on their channel. They just calling out my name for no apparent reason. You know what I suggest that we do, people, is we take ourselves to a level that they can't reach, a level that they can't copy. We do some shit that they can't do, okay? And we put it out here and we execute it, and we just have a good time with our people, and we make it more communal than it already is. How about that? How about
Right,
that? How
right,
about we
exactly.
make this community more of a community than it already is? That's what I propose that we do this year in 2026. Happy New Year to everybody. Thank you for being you. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I really, really do.
And I would also like to start the new year off with something that I said in 2026. Fuck you, Sylvia Parks Tomasini, you pink-haired fat rat. I just wanted to say that.
Legacy Moon,
Uh-huh. Yep.
say that one more time because you was breaking up, and I want to make sure that the message get out. You was breaking up right there. Say it one more time.
Okay. Fuck you, Sylvia Parks Tomasini,
Mhm.
you pink-haired
Mhm.
fat
Okay.
rat.
Right.
You can shove the infamous Sly and the
Mhm.
infamous Sylvia channel up
Mhm.
your ass.
There's
I
room.
want to renew that. You know, I said it in 2025, and I wanted to start the new year off right by saying it again. And
Mhm.
I probably uh, now I won't resolve to not say it anymore in 2026 because you just never know. There's
Mm.
always going to be a moment, so you
Mhm.
might hear me say it again, but I just wouldn't feel like my new year was complete without saying that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, and for orangutans with eyes that go in different directions, keep my name out your mouth.
Um,
Yeah.
let me
Mhm.
let me just let me just say, let me just say this. I'm gonna quote Mystical one more time. Y'all know Mystical in prison and they never getting out, right? I know that nigga. No, we ain't gonna get no more. Shake your ass. We ain't gonna get no more.
No.
That nigga done. That nigga's done. Okay. But there is a line that I love to say, and this is gonna be my theme for 2026. Y'all want to know what Native gonna be on in 2026?
What you gonna be
Native
on?
Native is gonna be on this shit right here. If you gonna be down with me, be all the way down with me, or get from around me. Don't come out here talking about who you like Native and all this other shit. Don't come out here talking about, well, no. If you're gonna be down with me, be all the way down with me, or get from around me. I'm gonna stand on that this year. Okay, I would
Mhm.
encourage others to do that. Okay,
Yes.
no, we ain't halfway doing nothing this year. Okay, so
Mhm.
that's all. That's all I got to say about that.
Well, we are done. We did it. And we are through. I'm gonna have myself a glass of wine. I don't know if Native is still going to eat his cornbread and
Man, I'm
black eyed
full.
peas.
I'm full.
I don't know if there's dessert in his future. I'm not exactly sure what he's got going on. But I myself, um Prima Wanda, you got 2 more minutes. We gonna stay on 2 more minutes for Prima Wanda and Southside Chi Town. Y'all let me know when them 2 minutes is up. We're gonna stay on for 2 minutes so we can bring the new year in with you as well. Okay. But I had today I ate at this place called, well, no, I ain't gonna name the place. But I had a nice lunch, and my niece she didn't want lunch, she wanted dessert. So I got, I got her a dessert, and she forgot it, so I ate it. But it was very, very delicious. I will say that. But I'm going to enjoy my. Oh, oh! Oh, I forgot about this. So we did. Let me look so I can get it right. Prima Wanda, let me know when it's time, okay? Let me see. We did a story about an inmate who, was wrongfully convicted and he, got out. Of course, and they want him to pay some of the money that he won, okay, back to them. That story, in case y'all remember. But I want to say that that story was out of Detroit. And Native, I know you can help me out with this when I say it's so cold in the D.
Mhm.
How the fuck is we supposed to stay free?
Mhm.
Take it, Native.
It's all in their mind. It's so cold in the. See, you said it wrong. It's not cold. It's so
A
cold in.
cow in the D.
Mhm. Let me go to the peace. It's all in their
Nigga,
mind.
my look, wait, let me get Justin. Justin's mom. Where's Justin's mom? She not on. Oh, wait a minute. Where's she at? No, she ain't showing up on the thing on the screen. Isn't that something? But she's on my other chat.
In the
Oh,
deep.
here we go. She got her little angry faces up there in the chat.
Peace. Listen, Central Time Zone. Happy New Year! It is 2026 in the Central Time Zone, where I was
Wait.
born and raised.
All right, let me play my thing again. That only have. Y'all know I made that. This is why we were late coming on. We were like 3, 4 minutes late coming on for two reasons. Once at the last minute, I was like, I forgot to do my New Year's sign. So we did that. I mean, I did that. And then we couldn't find Native. We didn't know. We knew we were there. We knew we were near, but we didn't know where we were. So we had to get straight where we were. All right.
I went to the wrong studio, y'all. I went to the wrong
Yeah.
studio.
He was in the wrong studio. So
That wasn't my fault, but that's where I was. I was at the wrong.
but you knew it wasn't after dark though.
But I didn't
We
know
went.
which one it was. I mean, I didn't know which one it was. So
Which, by the way, are you doing After Dark Friday?
I believe so.
Okay. So I know I will be, okay, doing After Dark this Friday. And other than that, I will be back on sometime. I'm confused about the days. So what? It's Thursday now, is it? Is it
Thursday.
Thursday?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. All right. Native done ate that food. Now he going to sleep. I already know the deal. But
Smart.
anyway,
I ain't going to sleep like this.
so it's Thursday, and I will be on probably at 10 o'clock. We'll probably do body cams tomorrow night. But other than that, I appreciate you guys being here. Shout out to the Marvelous Moonlight mods. Thank you for the memberships. Thank you for all the cash apps. Thank you for the super chats. I really appreciate it all. Thank you for the gifted memberships, for all of you guys who were able to hang from the beginning to the end. I appreciate that. Those of you who came in the middle, whenever you came, and those of you who will be watching on the replay, I really, really appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. Do not forget to like this video if you have not liked it. Make sure you like this video. If you can, hype this video and and share this video and let everybody know that Legacy Moon is on YouTube. You can tell a friend or tell a foe. Just let the folks know. Okay? All right. Um AK's POV said, "Child, am I the only one just getting in?" Well, no. Well, apparently, I think it's IG or LG 147 is just getting in too. She says, "What Sylvia do now? Absolutely nothing. That's just my attitude for 2020, going out of 2025 and into 2026. That is my attitude for that lady. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Okay. Um. So." we're gonna get out of here, and we are gonna be over at V Lenore's house. Okay, y'all. She is over there. Is she like on her channel or is she on Zoom, Native? Do you know?
I think she's on her channel.
Okay.
I believe.
So I guess we are gonna be over there. I honestly don't know what's going on, but y'all head on over to the V Lenore house, especially those of y'all whose New Year ain't came yet. Y'all go right on over there, all right? And and so we will see you guys on the next one. Native will be back. We'll be back Friday for After Dark. Like I said, I'll be on tomorrow at 10. We will also be on for After Dark at 10:30. On Saturday, of course, I'll be on, and on Sunday is the Strawberry Sunday. Okay,
First one of
y'all.
2026. Let's make it a banger.
Yeah.
Let's make it a banger.
Banger.
Make it a banger.
2026, the first Strawberry Sunday. All right. I know it's going to be all kinds of things and bells and whistles going off over there. By the way, did y'all, if y'all didn't see Native doing it on, I think it was doing on Monday. Did y'all see his little rigged wheel? His little wheel that was rigged.
It wasn't rigged.
It was rigged.
It wasn't rigged. They were saying dumb shit. So it wasn't. Shit was accurate. It was accurate as fuck. They were saying the entire call.
Yeah, rigged game.
I'm gonna get a firehouse and see if I give me a firehouse, I can park all kind of commercial vehicle outside. Yeah, commercial vehicle. Yeah, they were saying dumb shit the whole time.
I'm gonna get. I put a man-made lake in the back. Like, what firehouses have you seen with land?
I'm gonna put a lake in the back, and then they're gonna have fish in it, and I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna fish, and I'm gonna get the fish, and I'm gonna cook the fish once I catch them. That part, like nigga, you. Oh god. So they were saying dumb shit. The wheel was not rigged. The wheel was accurate as fuck. They were saying some dumb shit the entire time.
IG 147 says, I'm watching on 2 devices. I love it here with you guys, and we love you being here with us. But we're gonna get out of here. Y'all go on over to V Lenore's house, where Jet Black Straight will be trying her best to bring in the New Year's with the West Coast. It's not looking so good, I don't think. So y'all do that. We will see y'all over there, and y'all have yourselves a good night. Y'all listen to this smooth, in the heat of the nightish outro.
That boy good. Boy good.
That was written by the one, the only Native Tribe Urban Media. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Good night.
Under